rhomboid table, not round, no square, no triangle. We come to hang and have a game on Fridays as we're able. We play well here in Camelot, we are chums and fun, but Camelot. We're nice at the rhomboid table, our host is formidable. He runs a strange, loves insane, but sure he's quite unstable. He's hobby mad in Camelot, but seems never to have done a lot. Label, quite incomprehensible. Blue wrenching and we have no plan but to sit and hear Dodge babble. It's a lazy time in Camelot.
I have to shake my bum a lot.
This channel is a not-so-proud member of YouTube's all-encompassing special society of heavily overwhelmed layout enthusiasts. Check any railway show, check any railway club, check any layout, check your own house. You'll find one of us somewhere. Warning, the content of this stream is not suitable for children under the age of 16. The topic, language, themes, attitude, and personality of the presenter is not appropriate for anyone, much less children under the age of 16. Topics discussed will not center on trains and will focus on anything except politics. It just happens trains are running. Any similarity between characters, situations, trains, and intelligent thoughts is strictly a coincidence. Any rebroadcast or transmission of the stream without the expressed written consent of Major League Baseball is strictly prohibited. Viewer discretion is advised. Remember the 3 rules for model train layouts and pretty much anything. It's your layout, do what you want as you want. Do not tell someone else what to do unless they ask you directly what they should do. Do not call out, mock, criticize, or insult another channel on your channel or anyone else's channel. Thank you for your cooperation.
And see it, you'll love it, and it falls on in the best possible way.
Hey everybody, welcome fellow knights of the rhomboid table. How are you? What a week it's been. I think our CEO Tim has already joked, gee, you wonder what the topic's going to be about today. Well, I thought we could talk about plumbing and electricity, or we could talk about Joyce and I's trip to the UK, Gets, and also the Herbs collection. I'll leave it up to you. If you want to talk about plumbing and electricity, we can do that instead. But I thought we'd go there. So let's get to welcoming. I saw a few names have not reappeared on the screen that came in earlier, so I will try to remember everybody. But we have Sir Carl, Bang Got Your Junction. Great to see you here. Great to meet you. It was awesome. Sir Colin of Wykes. We've got Sir Mark of Donegal Dad. Hey, I've got it. Yeah, it's on this breast. There we go. Joyce will wear it better. We got Sir Andy the Hot Dog Pilot, Sir Ifo Fanzone, Sir Jean of Ricard, Sir Andy from March West Junction. Great to see you again. Sir Mick the Royal Barkeep. It was great to see you. And yes, Mick gave me this car, not Jake. Mick gave me this car. I'm so sorry I screwed it up. I have my reasons for having screwed it up, but really, I'm sorry. Awesome little Dodge Charger to go on my layout. Thank you, Mick. Sir Greg from Midsummer Railway, great to see you. Sir Dino, the Model Railway Shed, how awesome it was to see you. Let's see, Sir Dirk from Just Dirk and His Trains just came in. We have Sir Mons is here. We've got Sir Rayron is here. We've got a new visitor that we need to make an official night. Welcome, Sue 6900. We need to make you a moderator. Whoops. Try again. Why that did that, I don't know, but formal ceremony begins. Yes, that's what I wanted you to do. I now declare you a knight of the rhomboid table. Welcome in. Sue, you may post a link to your channel. You may advertise your channel. You may advertise friends' channels. It can be hobby related. It can be any sort of toy thing related, comedy related, any kind of hobby related. As we just, no religion, no politics. That's it. So welcome in. Let me see, going through, we've got Sir Clive of Newland. Awesome to have been in your presence. Sir Ewan the Growler, great to have you, and it was a pleasure to meet you. Sir Tim, our CEO, how are you? Sir Tom of Couples, welcome in, sir. Sir Tom from Märklin's Train Layout. Sir Chris from the Valleys, how awesome to see you. And Sir Brad from Willow Creek Industrial Spur. And I saw Sir Christopher from Sakura Densha earlier. And Sir Randall of Ellison was here earlier. Is there anybody else who was in earlier that's not on the list now? Oh, Sir Paul of Bottrell I saw. And Paul, it was so awesome to meet you. That was maybe, dare I say, one of the bigger surprises. So let's just get into it. If I missed anybody else, just type in the chat so I can catch you. Obviously, I could say it a lot. The last 3 weeks have just been a mental hurricane, from getting the first email from Herb, deciding I wanted to buy his collection, or as much as I could, turning into buying his whole collection, to getting it shipped, to having one box get lost in the mail, and then Joyce and I take off Thursday night, arrive in the UK Friday morning, the frenetic rush to get to Milton Keynes, and then Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, just a blitzkrieg of stuff to digest. And 5 days since we've been home, or 4 days since we've been home, I still have not truly begun processing, because the one thing I will share with you most now is Monday, about the time we got to London, I started feeling crappy. Sore throat, was losing my voice, and I thought it was just talking, but then the nose went. I picked up a cold. It is not COVID. I've tested twice. It's not COVID. I picked up a cold. My daughter calls it con plague. Just that you go to a convention of some kind, you're going to pick something up. The thing is, my son was carrying around some sort of little cold germ right before we left, and I just wondered if it took that long with the lack of sleep and all the frenetic running around. But yes, Joyce yesterday started saying she wasn't feeling great, but yeah, I felt like crap by the time we got back to Toledo. Tuesday, Wednesday, Jean Ricard, Christopher talked to me, although Christopher and I still talked forever, despite how crappy I was feeling. Yesterday afternoon, I started feeling better. Last night, I was okay. This morning, I think I took a little bit of a step back, but I think I'm on adrenaline now, seeing you all. Hey, sir, hi, welcome in. But yeah, the alcohol kept germs at bay. I only had one beer a day. I literally only had one beer a day. So we had a beer Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday. So only one beer a day, because I take certain medications that I'm not supposed to take with alcohol. So I really do try to avoid that. But I don't know where you begin. Herb's collection, but let's talk about, there's videos about Herb's collection, so I'll talk less about that. First off, hello DS Media. I want to start off by thanking Graham Lloyd from Leamington Station. Graham really became a very good, I don't know how to say, he was just there for us. He drove us up to Warley and back. We had some nice talks, and he was in the hotel. A lot of you were in the same hotel we were in, but we just seemed to see Graham more. He was close to us, and we had dinner with him a couple of times. And so it was just, he was very special to us. We're very appreciative of all the little things he did for us. But after that, you know, Joyce and I, we leave Thursday evening, Toledo time. I slept about an hour on the plane. I think Joyce maybe slept half an hour. We get to London, catch the tube, and catch a train, and we're at Milton Keynes by 11. And I want to thank the hotel staff at Doubletree. They let us check into our room 4 hours early. I had offered to book, a previous night room, pay for the room so we could get in, because some places have they pay you to get in, they charge you. Doubletree just said, nope, your room's ready, go on up. And so we were able to get up there and kind of unpack and then take a 2.5 hour nap and kind of relax. And unfortunately, I don't remember the order. I know we met Graham fairly quickly and we met Clive fairly quickly. I think we even met a couple of them before we went upstairs and took our nap. Hey, Sir Tom of Houston is here. Hello, Sir Tom. Welcome in. And so, so then we came out, we went to dinner with Graham, or maybe went to Graham with dinner later, but we went down into it's called the Red Dot Bar at the hotel. And there were so many of you already there. There was Tony Northeastern was there, Mick, Clive, Alan from Dragon Junction, Alan Reynolds from Buckland Junction. So if your name's Alan and you have a junction, Steve from Route 7 Railway. Hey, Brian is here. Hey, Brian, great to see you. Steve 87, hello. Van Dan Eisenbahn, hello. And hello, Willy. Servus, Gustik, your little song. And so we just, and then it just became a bit of a whirlwind. Then Graham, Joyce, and I went up and got dinner. And then I came down and did the live stream, which you all saw. And then we had all those people coming in. Charlie Bishop came over. Charlie Bishop was feeling rather good, if you know what I mean. Very friendly there. And so it was a pleasure to meet one of the big names. And of course, he just became YouTuber of the year for the third time. Now, personally, I want to say this. I think they need to open the YouTuber of the year category to a much wider range, not just a certain number of subscriptions, because there are some other people I think that don't even get considered that are worthy of consideration. Nothing to take away from Chadwick, which is super awesome channel. But I just think we've narrowed the circle of people you're choosing from. And out of those people, Charlie is the most consistent at posting and working. So good on him. So I don't, again, people will hear half of what I say and try to make it negative. All right, so we stayed up. We closed the bar Friday night, and then Joyce and I went to bed, and we had to get up 6 hours later. Graham, 7 o'clock, right outside the hotel. Let's go. We hop in the car. And I will say this, and I don't want this taken the wrong way at all. It was a whirlwind for Joyce and me, as it was for all of you. Okay, but I can only talk about Joyce and my experience, okay? So I don't want it to sound egotistical or anything crazy. But it was crazy the entire time, and the only quiet was the hour-and-a-half car ride up with Graham
to Warley and then back. That was when the storm calmed down for us. We just could talk to Graham and relax, and just there wasn't anything else going on. There weren't 10 million pulls in different directions. Once we got to Warley, and again, I could spend an hour talking about this, but let's just say we beat security there. We beat the ticket office there because we just wandered straight into the exhibition hall, and I won't go into all the stories there, but eventually we saw Andy, and as soon as he turned around, I was like, "It's Andy! Yes, it's Andy!" And we're good. We went over and said our hellos. It was so great to see Andy again. And while we were talking to Andy, Mark, Donegal Dad, came in, and I'll tell you what, the joy in my heart seeing any of you, but seeing Mark after all this time, because I have donated to this, and he's given me stuff, and he's helped Joyce with buying me some Christmas presents and stuff, and it's just been so cool. So I'm sorry, I'm babbling. I'm not following the chat. Charlie shook my hand. Friday when we were on the live stream. He joked about I was too tall and he wanted me to sit down. He shook my hand because Charlie, probably being ex-military, he's got the short arm grip. Military guys do this. Certain occupations have like certain ways of doing handshakes, but military guys like to do that short-armed handshake, but then they like to put that little squeeze in there. Feel how strong I am. And I don't do that back. I just I'm not going to let my finger wince, but I give a very soft handshake. I'm trying to feel your fingers. Yeah. Hey, Sir Ray, how are you? Welcome in, Sir Ray of Bobo. And did I see Sir Robert of Robert's Train Set is here. Train Set. The tongue is still not working. I was just watching your video, Robert. I got to finish it after my live stream. And Sir Stephen the plumber. Steve, how are you doing, Sir Stephen? I know you came home. Are things better? Is there other things to come yet, I assume? Surgery or what have you? But anyhow, but it was just so manic. And then we got up to our lane, like I said. Seeing Mark was special because we've had so much offline interaction, and it was very cool, and I'm not saying nothing else was special. I'm just saying this was obviously, seeing Andy was huge. Seeing Clive, when we met Clive the first time, it's like, oh my God, that's Clive. But, Clive is just so easygoing, just, hi, how are you? Clive talks to you like he just talked to you 10 minutes ago. But seeing Mark walk up, because this is why we're at Warley, to see Andy, Mark, Brian, and my friend Christopher. And so as each one comes up, it's like, this is why we're here. And then it just got nuts at Warley. I don't want to get into it all, but suddenly we got treated a bit like celebrities. Steve Flynn from Railroad Modeler magazine and that came up, and this is great publicity. Let's get you over here and get a picture of this, and then we'd walk away, and this guy Steve Henson, I think somebody said his name was Steve Henson, or I'm probably getting Henworth, Mark Henworth. I forgot the name already. From Warley came in, and this is great, Americans, you've come all the way just to see our show. It's like, well, hey, come on, there are people from Canada and Australia, New Zealand come up, but they were making a big deal of us. And every time we tried to walk somewhere, somebody came up like, treat these people special. It's like, no, don't treat us special. We're nobodies here. Now the biggest thing is, Joyce may mention it later, but Joyce wants to apologize to those who didn't get hugs from Joyce, because apparently we were in a we watched somebody's live stream Monday night or Tuesday, and somebody was talking about they got a hug from Joyce, and somebody said, I didn't get a hug from Joyce. And somebody said, oh, I did. She hugged me. And then somebody else said, I didn't get a hug. And I was like, now Joyce feels bad because some people got hugs and some people didn't. So she's sorry she didn't give everybody a quick hug. Some people got better hugs than others. Just because they're excited to see that. So anyhow, it was and then we took the hour and a half, hour 40-minute drive back to Getz and walked into Getz a little bit late for the 2:00 start of the YouTube meet and greet, and then everybody's there. Timbers Surf, but I'm looking for. Please forgive me for saying this. There are two really important people I hadn't seen yet that are very special, and we're looking for them. And we were looking for Dino and Andy Hot Dog Pilot, especially, along with several other people. We knew Mav was going to be there, and I felt so bad we didn't get a chance to talk to Mav as much as I want. I still feel really bad about that, but this was a case where, as we're trying to meet and talk to people, different people are saying, Anthony, Joyce, come here, you got to meet this person now. And we're getting pulled away from one person. We're oh, it's so great to meet you. Anthony, come here, wait, we did get pulled away a bit. And I know it's hectic because everybody's trying to meet everybody. And Joyce and I, it was important that we see people because we're not going to be there. We're not going to be there ever again, in that situation. We'll be in the UK in 2026, but where there's 40 or 50 people that we can meet and say hello to personally, we want to see you because you guys can all go to another train show and see each other in a couple of weeks or a month or in the spring. It's not going to be like that for Joyce and me. And we really wanted to have it. So Brian got to hang out with Christopher the entire time at Warley once he arrived. And then as we went back to Getz, there were so many people. And then there are the special people. I shouldn't say special, but the surprises. While we're at Warley, Mark and Andrew March West Junction will probably laugh at this, but all of you know I have joked for years that I want to go to a train show where somebody walks up to me and says, it's you, Anthony Dodge, the model real, it's you, the model train outsider, where they recognize me from my YouTube channel. The key is it's got to be somebody that I don't know from YouTube that is not expecting to see me there, where they're just like, it's you, because you see this with Alan at Dragon Junction that I've seen now twice, 3, 4 times in the 2 times I've met Alan, where people walk up to go, you're Alan from Dragon Junction, and they're so excited, and they're just people, they're not even on YouTube, they don't have YouTube channels, but they're going. So anyhow, and so a rather short guy, gray beard and thinning gray hair, is just standing grinning at me like this. And I'm looking at him go, okay, does he recognize me? And he walks up and he points at me just like I do in the video and goes, Anthony Dodge, model train outside. And in my brain, I'm like, finally, dream come true. It's happened. I was like, finally, a stranger has recognized me. Hallelujah, I'm a celebrity now. And then he goes, Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath. And I'm like, ah. and several people, and Peter was laughing at that, no, that's the problem. You know me, but I didn't know Peter was going to be there. So it was such a pleasure to see Peter and have a blast talking to him. Hey, Mark from Sir Mark from Model Railway Fantasia. Thank you for that awesome gift. I will get to building some of it someday. It just, I could go off on a tangent on that. So it was, it was nuts. And then, one thing Saturday morning, we ran into Tony Pinnell's, Tony Northeastern, and he invited us to dinner. He said, hey, we're going to have dinner at TGIF. Do you want to come? And Joyce and I said, yeah, sure. And then when we came back to Getz, several people said, hey, Anthony, you going to come have dinner with us? And I said, well, yeah, we're all meeting at TGIF, right? And they said, no. I said, oh, well, I got invited to dinner at TGIF. And as it was just Gary from Cheeky Tech and Tony Northeastern and me. And it was a lovely dinner, lovely time. I kind of missed the chance to hang out with the group as well because it was a small, quiet group setting. And so I feel bad that I feel great that I got to have dinner with Tony Northeastern, but I think Joyce and I would have been even more enjoyable if the whole group had gone out to dinner. And then Sunday, one of my rude moments, and the person's here, and I've already apologized. I got to meet Peter Dixon. Okay, I love Peter Dixon. He's such a nice guy, very affable. And he was standing behind me, like he was waiting to see me. And I turn around, and he's like, "Oh, it's about time you noticed me." And I was like, "Oh, it's Peter Dixon, Torrid Road. Oh my God, oh my God!" You know, I'm going like a schoolgirl with the Beatles all weekend long. It's you, it's you, it's you. And after talking to him for about, well, I got to get a picture before this happens. You know, I got to do all my selfies. And I go over, and Joyce is talking to this handsome man, nice hair and a beard. So already I hate him. Handsome, full head of hair, nice beard. I already hate him. And Joyce is talking to him. I say, "Excuse me, just a second. Joyce, you got to come take some picture." She's like, "I'm talking to somebody here." And I'm like, "Joyce, I need you to come and take this picture." I said, "We'll be right back. I'll be right back too." Because I figured somebody who knows us, but I didn't recognize them. And then I come over and he goes, "Paul Bottrell." And I went, "Oh, Paul Bottrell, you've been one of the most friendly, nicest people on my channel for so long. You comment on many of my videos. You've come into live streams like you're here today." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I was so rude, but it was just, I had to get this before Peter leaves." And there were just so many people we met. And I feel bad for anybody I'm not naming. Oh, Paul from Smallwood Junction in Paris. Oh my God, Paul and Paris are the sweetest, coolest people you could meet. Wow, they were awesome. They were awesome. We closed the bar twice with them. And there's so much more to talk about, but I'll talk about it while I start the trains. But that's one of the cool things is I closed down a bar twice, and I got escorted out of Getz for being there past time. So I'm actually proud of those. I had to be escorted out. I got kicked out by the bar people, and then I got kicked out by the Getz people on Sunday. We were being escorted out. So it was epic. So anyhow, the thing is, I didn't buy a lot there. I did go there to buy a couple of things, and I did buy one, but it wasn't something I intended to buy. And then I tried to buy something, and other people bought it for me, including, well, let's just go to I'll start on the floor cam. Let's go down here. It's not going to show up great in the pictures, but you can see there's a Mallard back on my layout, but that is not my original Mallard. Hot Dog Pilot Andy told me to bring my Mallard, and he would try to fix it for me. He told me to bring my Mallard over because something had gone wrong and the gears had all gone wonky. And I'm carrying a train that he paid for. He asked me to buy it for him and bring it over, but he always pays me back. So it's not like I bought it for him. I just get it to him. I buy it and it gets shipped to me and I ship it to him, or this one I carried with me. So I finally see Andy. It's so great to see Andy. Love to Andy. And Andy, I got something here for you. So here's your gift. And I start reaching for my Mallard to say, and here's the Mallard. And he says, hang on, I've got something for you. And he pulls out this big digital Mallard, TTS Mallard here, which is already clearly much better built than the Mallard I bought. But yeah, he got me a new Mallard. So I was very touched by that, Andy. That was quite an expensive gift. That was very nice. Now, maybe you got it on sale. Maybe it fell off a truck. Maybe you beat somebody up and took it from them when they weren't looking. But either way, that was very nice. And so we're running it today. What I bought was right there, and you can't see how cool it looks, is I bought a Scotrail Class 68. I went to get a Trans Pennine 68. They didn't have any at Warley. I saw this. I wasn't going to take a chance, and I'm glad I didn't take a chance because I didn't see one of these at Getz. But I saw it at Warley. I bought it. It's a Scotrail, and I love Scotrail. This livery is very cool, and I'm very happy to have it, that Class 68. And then on top of that, we got a surprise gift left in our hotel room that we originally credited Christopher from Sakura Densha, and that was wrong. But instead, it was the dynamometer car, the one that was used to record Mallard speeds. Somebody left that in there, and there were a couple of what I thought were clues that it was Christopher, but it wasn't. So to whoever gave it to us and keeps it quiet, is keeping it quiet, thank you very much. It was an extremely lovely gift. And so I'm running that stuff. So what am I running today? I'm running a lot of the stuff for Herb. So let's go to it. Let's get to the 11 lane and show you what we're running today. All right. I am running the Railjet because it hasn't run in a while and I've missed it. in the next lane. Well, let's go ahead and just get these guys in motion. Now, the first of the Herb Expresses is this Italian one, so that would be the Erbo Espresso. No, that was totally bad. Bad. I'm excited about this. I have no idea what a consist of this would be. It's a night train. It's the Italian Federal Railways night train, but man, I like it, and I just threw them in an order, and the only thing I know is that the car at the end is the car at the end. But this is very cool. So I'm running, for the first time ever, an Italian train. We are running an Italian train on my lap. Except half the car is just uncoupled. I'm not surprised because I was messing around with stuff, so. Stay together. Okay, sorry about that, kids. Speaking of which, there's Peter from Torden Road. Thank you very much. But yes, Joyce and I absolutely enjoyed ourselves at Getz because it was a once in a lifetime. Some of you, you've gone to Getz before and you'll go to Getz again. This was it for Joyce and me. It was a one-off. Now, also, so that Italian train is in honor of Herb. Also in honor of Herb, I am running a class 218 with what I consider the coolest of the beer wagons that came in his box. I got about 40, 45 beer wagons. These are the coolest. And now, the train. Out of all the trains I got from Herb, the one I may have fallen in love with the most. I don't know why it hit me, because if I see this in a catalog, I'm like, it's ugly. You know, color's kind of cool. This is an Era 1. It's pre-World War I. It's an electric locomotive that has, and this, it does have a smoker unit that works. Actually, I have to install the smoker unit, but this is the original version of it. I've already had people, when they saw this in a video, ask if they could buy it from me. I have had people contact me because this is the one that smokes. Unfortunately, it will not smoke today because I do have to install the smoker unit on it. But I am just excited by this. It's an EP36. And it's just a glorious little Bavarian. It's Bavarian's Royal Bavarian Railway. And I think it's just, I think it's cute. It's cool. The cars that go with it. Hallo, Sir Ian. Wie geht's, wie steht's? And now, so yeah, I've fallen in love with that little Era 1, my first two-axle passenger cars. Hey, Sir Raymond, how are you? I don't think we said this was a TEE. We said this was just a night train. It's a trena nocta, which I know enough Italian. That's train of the night, which maybe means it does little special services behind the stations when nobody's around for $50 or $100 if you ask for more. Never mind. Now, here's a special. This is from Herb, but it's from me. Would you please welcome home, although that sounds terrible, it sounds rude. Welcome back to my home. This is the original ICE-3. What you see there is the first model train I ever bought. That little train in white there, that little train, that long train, that is the first train I ever bought. And I traded it to Herb when I got the newer, fancier one. But now that I bought Herb's collection, it's back here. So I now proudly own my first train I ever bought again. So the ICE-3 that got me addicted to this hobby. There you go. Come on. Come on. I did not run this in on this loop, so I apologize. Hey, there's Sir Peter of Telf Junction, who we got to meet, and I'm so glad, because the first night when we saw Peter, we didn't really get a chance to talk to him much, but we did catch up with them Saturday night. So that was cool. Now, way in the back, also on some, just a couple of cars I grabbed. This is a fictional steam locomotive. There's no, but it looks a little like the British Panniers. And it's got a couple of two-axle coaches and brake van to go with it. That is a KLVM. Kleine Lokomotive von Märklin. Little locomotives of Märklin. These were just sort of like starter bits for beginners into the hobby, but apparently Märklin collectors really got into them and bought them as well as just for kids and young people starting the hobby. So I don't want to demean them at all, but this is the one that is digital and I've got running on my system. Whoops. Somebody I know was running them the wrong way. Gee, who was that somebody? And did I see Sir Lee is here? Hello. And I see Tammy and Ray. Tam and Fam are here. Hello, Ray. Hello, Tammy. Great videos you put up. I'm way behind on a lot of videos. I don't think I'm going to catch up. I'm just trying to catch up with what you're posting this week. So thank you for that. And I'm going to go ahead and get the floor models going. You've already seen them. Tim, Herb asked me if I wanted his track, and to his relief, I said no, but looking back, realizing he had a lot of M track, I should have said yes. But he had a layout which he got rid of, and then he had a small table he ran trains on, and he tore that down, and deciding he just couldn't do it anymore, and then realized or decided he had to sell the entire collection. But this has been insane so much, and this is my first chance to talk about it because my live stream last week, I really was only going to be on for an hour. It went an hour and 40 minutes, I think. And it was just the insanity, the madness. I could not hear anything. There was so much talking and noise. Now, Graham gave us noise-canceling microphones, so you guys probably didn't hear it. So when things were being handed to me, I didn't hear this is from so-and-so. I was reading the chat. So, yeah, this is, it's been overwhelming now that the final box is here and opened it. And I do have something, let's run some trains for a while. I do have a couple of things I'm going to go. But that, yeah, that early electric thing there, it's called an EP3/6, an EP36. It's a my trade, an IMT. Yeah, I don't even know what the proper car order. There's actually one more coach for it, but the coach has a bad truck that I need to replace. Any chance we'll see a double ICE? There is a possibility once I get these trains where I think I can trust them to do certain things, because yes, I have the kit. Two of my ICEs do join together. Two of the ICE, I've got an ICE1 and an ICE2 plus the replacement cars so that you can run them in tandem. So that is a possibility. I would not expect to see it for months. My apologies, EFO, but I have got so much to go through. I have got so much to go through here. I've already tinkered with quite a few locomotives. Most of them were in great shape to begin with, so I didn't have to do much. But a couple of them, I needed to just clean the gears up a bit. They hadn't run in a while. There's one that was funny. This is a 2-rail. This is a 2-rail. And I'm going to go to the solo cam. And I'll try to go through the cams, but guys, you got to figure I'm going to babble overexcitedly here. This is an E410. It's 2-rail. It cannot work on my main layout, but it can run on the layout on the floor where I run the UK 00 stuff. Now, when I put this guy on the track, it buzzed a bit, but it didn't move. And the first thing I do is I put them on the track. I don't even take them apart. I put them on the track to see, do they run? So anyhow, once I hear it buzzing, but it's not really moving, and I'm trying to push it, and it's kind of like, okay. So then I take the shell off, and I clean what I can clean. Little bit of oil, see if the brushes are okay. Check the axles, make sure everything's in place. And then I put it back on the track, and it started to move. Now, I put the shell back on. I immediately put the shell back on. The light came on, and I put the shell back on. And it starts to move a bit. And I'm giving it nudges, and I'm cranking up the power a bit. And you can just see, it's just jerking along a bit. But each jerk, it gets a little bit more, and then it stops, and I give it a finger push, and then it goes. And then all of a sudden, it just starts very jerkily to start going around the track. And I started doing Dr. Frankenstein. Joyce and Liz were upstairs. It was so funny. I'm just going, live, damn you, live, live. And then it started going without jerking, and it just slowly got better. And I'm laying on the floor down here watching it. It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! And it just got better and better. And Joyce and my daughter are at the top of the stairs going, Dad, what is going on with you? And I'm just like, it's alive! Well, happy birthday, Herb. And hello, Nancy. I saw your email, or no, I saw your Facebook connection, and we should be connected, so hopefully we can work that out. So yeah, getting that guy going. And then there were others. Some really didn't need work. I put them on the track and zoom, they're going. It's like, okay, I'm not going to touch it right now. It's in great shape. I might take the shell off, as I've done with a few, and just do a little bit of cleaning, but no oil, no nothing, unless I specifically think it needs oil. Well, I have 30-some locomotives back here, of which about 15, about just under half, are 3-rail. And out of that, only 5 were digital of the locomotives. Only 5 were of the locomotives. Were 3-rail AC with a decoder. And those are all installed. I've already got those installed and they can run. Like, I was so thrilled with this Italian one. And from what I understand, this Italian one, where are you, Italian one? Oh, he's just going through the station. He's doing up the ramp. Let's catch him up the ramp. Quick. He'll be coming into picture anytime now. 3, 2. Yeah, that guy. Apparently, that's a freight guy. But I think he looks perfect with this rake of cars. So that's the guy. There is one. I believe this, let's go to the close-up again. This is the one that actually goes with those night coaches. Although somebody told me this is a fictional, like this is an actual livery. But it certainly goes with those cars very well. And I would love this. This is one I'm seriously converting to 3-rail. Trying to even send it off and get it converted to 3-rail. The only problem is I don't think there's an easy place to put the ski unless I somehow mounted the ski in here. I did have a spare ski out. Did I put it away? I must have. But yeah, if I were to put the ski in here, it might still work. And then you just have to wire everything down to it. So there's a possibility, but I don't know if the motor would also have to suddenly be, I mean, you can take modern motors and just flip a couple of wires, and then then they're wired for the pickups from the shoes. But the older Märklin and other models, or I'm sorry, not Märklin, but the other 2 rails, they don't, you have to completely rebuild the motor. Yeah, I'm not adding it up. There's no way of knowing, and there's no way you should try to figure out, did I get the money I spent worth? Did I get a great deal? Or did Herb make a steal? You know, it's not about that. I bought a collection. And I'm not putting values on these. The only value I'm putting is how quickly can I get it on my layout? Because I've already had, Jean Ricard and I are no longer talking to each other because Jean Ricard is being a hater. Jean Ricard is being a hater. And let me show you this story. Now look at this beautiful locomotive. Now this is a Juif. This is a Juif. I've never had a Juif before. This is a great locomotive to go with all the Orient Express cars. Now, this thing will work down below on the DC, okay? This thing will work on the Brexit layout. I think this is so beautiful, it needs to run on the main layout with the Orient Express, on the main layout. And Jean Ricard is saying I'm being horrible because I'm thinking of converting this to 3-rail digital. He says I should leave it in its original condition. So I told Jean Ricard he's being a hater. Yeah, well, I got a couple of the Bavarians running for them. But I want to see this running on my layout. Jean Ricard says I should just buy a more modern Märklin version and leave this one as is. And he's probably got a point. And I don't even know if this could be converted to 3-rail. I don't know how much room is inside the tender to get a decoder in there. But I want to look, and he's being mean to me. Yeah, this is tender driven. Märklin, the motors are always in the locomotive. But this is UF and it's tender driven. This thing weighs a ton. This thing, very light. But it's French and it's gorgeous. So I could have a French loco. So Joyce would probably shoot me if I bought a 3-rail version of this when I have this that could be made 3-rail. But again, I don't even know if it's possible, but Jean Ricard was being mean to me. I hope he's in the background listening to me. And by the way, I'm just teasing. Jean Ricard is a dear beloved friend of ours, so I'm just giving him grief. Because odds are he's probably right, but I love this guy. I think this guy's beautiful. And it's a steamer. And Joyce is like, don't you have enough steamers now? I could not possibly go onto Märklin or my Lipa site and try to buy the new version of this that just came out from Märklin last year. And, but Jean Ricard said, yeah, probably no room in that tender to get the decoder in. Now, technically, I could probably get the decoder in the locomotive. There's probably a way I could slip it inside. But yeah, I don't even know if it's feasible, but the desire is there. I want to at least see if it's feasible. But anyhow, let's go to trains, and you guys are on phones. But, oh, and I didn't show this. It was an ugly scene the last day at Getz. I had not bought anything myself yet. No, I lie. I bought that Scotrail 68. But I was looking around to see if there was something else cool. I was actually looking for some Beetle album wagons. I still need 4 of them. And we came to a place and I saw this. This is a class 390, I believe. It might even be sort of a Eurotunnel thing, but it's celebrating the London 2012 Olympics. Okay? I saw it and I thought, wow, that's kind of funky cool, you know? Kind of cool. And I go to buy it. I pick it up, look at it, and then I set it back down. I'm thinking about it. And while I'm thinking about buying it, some British guy grabs it out of my hand and runs over to the cash register and buys it. And so a little bit of a heated argument began, and the guy finally handed it over to me. He finally gave it to me. So on behalf of that, I want to thank Model Railway Shed Dino for this very cool high-speed train. I love this. I think it's cool. I just need to get a car. I want one car. I don't need many. And I saw on American eBay there's one car, but it's like 55 American dollars plus another 15 to ship it, so $70 for a car. There's no way after buying that 100-pound Scotrail that I could turn around and say, oh, honey, by the way, I bought a 70-pound car on eBay. Yeah, that's not happening. But very cool. Very cool. But, oh my God, it was just amazing to meet so many people, see so many people. I know there are names I'm not saying. Holy cow, did I get up to 61 people in my live stream? That might be a record. Do I really have 61 people in my chat right now? That might be a record. And all those people in the background. And that's not even talking about, like I said, I got this huge bag of drugs. No, I got this huge bag of 3D prints from Mark at Model Railway Fantasia. And a bunch of flat cars and gondola cars. And there's a building in there. And it just blew me away. It's, you know, why are people giving me gifts? You know, I didn't bring even, I was going to bring some gifts to a lot of you, but unfortunately, the company still hasn't mailed it out yet. Almost a month of an order, and yes, an angry email went out. I had some t-shirts I wanted to give to people, but it was just t-shirts, and I get over there and people are handing me models and cars and buying me trains, and it's like, you know, it's like you guys need to buy stuff for yourselves. I'm covered, okay? I'm covered. You just look at, I mean, what I just bought off of Herb is a huge collection of trains, and I already had a huge collection. I'm covered. I'm grateful, and that's why I accept these gifts, because rejecting kindness and generosity and love is the stupidest thing you can do. Oh, bad people get all kinds of gifts. Hey, train work, welcome in. And Titiari, bonsoir de Belgique. Bonjour de America. Let us knight you. I now declare you a knight of the rhomboid table. Titi, you are now able, I don't know how well you speak English, but unfortunately, my French is really bad. I only know how to get into trouble with prostitutes and police when I speak French. But, Dame de Nuit. But anyhow, you can post a link to your channel. People can check you out and see what's going on. I don't know if you're a Märklin fan or what have you. Thought Jean Ricard was always a hater. Jean Ricard is actually mad that I called him a hater. Because there is that, you know, English is a second language to him, and he speaks it beautifully. But there are times where I do not hate. It's like, no. A hater has a different connotation. It's somebody that's being sort of negative or poo-pooing somebody else's idea. Oh, look at that beauty going. Look at that beauty. I can't believe how much I love this little thing. I cannot tell you how, since I decided to put this on my layout almost 2 weeks ago, well, a week and a half ago, I have just loved that little Bavarian bit there. Wow, thank you for that. Let me see what it do say. Aha, I shall save that site and look at it later. As always, thank you, Ifo. You, Raymond, and John are always such amazing go-to resources for me when I need them. But I have to order a whole bunch of Märklin 60906 decoders to put in a bunch of these guys. You won't be a crew to fight for bargains. It has a page about that E44. Okay, because I need to... The E44 is completely toasted. I got a little life out of it, and then I killed it. So I don't know... See, it sort of like came in, it was already dead, and I was able to resuscitate it for a split second, and then it died. So I don't know if I killed it or just couldn't save it. The thing is, I did get some life in it, and then I touched something, and zzz, smoke out of the motor. Smoke in the motor. This has to be a sign. Smoke on the wall in the motor. This is no train of mine. I went down to my layout, thinking about fixing a train. I'm sorry. Oh shit, I just wrote another parody song, didn't I? Parody song it is. We've already got one to do. I'm hoping Joyce will be up to singing it this weekend. But I think I'm writing another one now. I think that one just hit. Smoke in the motor. Maybe I'll sing that one. I'll try to go to my one voice. Smoke in the motor. You know that can't be good. Smoke in the motor. I'd ditch it if I could. Well, Chris, if you're going to steal it from me, present. So, Raymond, the problem is that a good thing or a bad thing? Are you going, oh, crap, we inspired another song? Or, but yeah, I think that one will be done. So at the, working on it, but I was able to correct the issue. Good. My problem was I was able to correct one issue, and then in trying to correct the second, I destroyed, well, I created infinite amount of issues. When you get smoke out of the motor, it's done. That is its soul wafting away, saying goodbye. All right, Tom. Well, I will take your and Jean Ricard's word for it. I'm going to pout and throw a temper tantrum about it. But you guys need to explain to Joyce. And then you need to tell Herb why didn't he buy a 3-rail version of it. But, because, yeah, my two favorite Herb trains... Well, 3 favorite Herb trains are running today. I love this Italian. The livery's cool. I was so glad that one locomotive was 3-rail and was digital. It got it straight into my system. Just cleaned it up a little bit. Runs beautifully. I'm so excited about it. It's going to come into camera here in a couple of seconds. Yes, I let out the blue. Oh, no mystery about it. But I'm just digging that dude. I love this Italian train. And then that little Bavarian thing has stolen my heart. It's ridiculous how much I love that little thing. It gets to me. But no, like I said, it was so great to meet so many people. The walk-up surprises, the people I didn't know I was going to meet there. You know, like meeting Peter Jackson, and I don't know how many of you know his channel. He does such great filming where he goes to a train show and he films the layouts, but rather than put out a 30, 40-minute video, he puts out one 3-minute video of each layout. And they're really nicely done, brilliantly edited. And then meeting Paul Bottrell, because I didn't expect to meet him. I did not hear or catch he was going to be at the show. So if he told me, I forgot. But that was just cool, because I didn't have a face to a name, and now I've got that too handsome a face, which is not fair. It was those surprise meetings were great. And then of course the people we met at York and getting to see them again, Andrew and Carl. We got to see Carl again, and that was such a joy, because Carl from Bangatcher Junction is such a wonderful gentleman. Very easy spoken, very nicely spoken, and knows his stuff. Just absolutely brilliant. And yeah, it just, and I got to meet Mav. I did talk to Mav for a bit, but I did not talk to him as much as I wanted, because just as I was getting pulled away, I heard him talking about that he had just gone to a comic convention. Of course, I'm a comic book nerd, so I wanted to share that comic book nerd with him, but by the time I worked my way back, he was leaving. And I felt bad about that. He's told me it was no big deal. And again, and that's my problem. That is my emotional problem, is I want to, it's kind of selfish too. It's selfish in two ways. Number one, I want as much time with these people because you guys are my friends. You are my actual life friends, and meeting you only confirms it. I had a close circle of friends where I didn't need any more friends for 30 years. The four of us plus Joyce and Deb. And now they're all dead but me and Joyce. And I have been very shy. You know, it's easy to get on camera and babble, and people can hate me and walk away. That's fine. But, so coming to meet you guys was selfish, because I wanted to see you in the flesh and confirm you are real life, lifetime friends. So I wanted to get as much time out of you as I could get. And then there's also the other ego side of that, which is I don't want anybody going on YouTube saying, oh, I met Anthony and Joyce and he barely talked to me. He didn't give me the time of day. You know, I sure as hell don't ever want to have that said. I want it to be that Joyce and I come across as who we see ourselves as, very easy to get along with, nice people. Yeah, Chris, like a hobbit in Rivendell. Like Samwise. Me seeing all of you people was like Samwise seeing elves. I get a little teased for it, but I don't mind it because I agree. So how can I mind something I agree with? But I respond to a lot of things like a kid. There was a time in my life I did not understand happiness, and now there's too many good things in life, and I want to appreciate them at the time, and from that time on. All right, so Robert Strangeset says he's taken off. Take care. Hey, Alan Reynolds. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Running some Herb specials today. Along with a train that was owned by me, then by Herb, and now owned by me again. My little ICE3, the very first train I ever bought. So special memories there. I got to tell you, I did tear up a bit when I opened that box. I knew it was in there, but when I pulled it out and opened up the lid and saw IC3, it was like seeing it for the first time again. I remember it came late November, and I just opened it up. I looked at it, and I thought it was so cool. I picked it up and just, oh my God, look at the detail. Look at all this stuff. And then Joyce took it away from me and wrapped it and gave it to me on my birthday. So pulling it out again, it was like deja vu. I'm pulling it out, I'm opening it up, there's the same 5 cars. It's just like, I was very clearly remembering the first time I opened it up. But Robert, it was great to see you at Getz. As always, such a wonderful, charming person. How long was it out of my possession? A year and a half, 2 years. I've lost count. I've lost track of how long it's been since we did the trade. Maybe longer. Thumbs up, thumbed. Well, thank you. Because, yeah, Pete was another one. I didn't get to talk to him as much as I wanted to early on, but we did talk later along with Mick. Pete, just a wonderful guy. I mean, you were all wonderful guys. I'm just going to say the same thing over. And just beautiful people. Oh, look, it's Attila Varga, our favorite Hungarian hitman. But it was just so overwhelming because no matter who we were with, we didn't get enough time. You know, when Joyce and I went to Germany in last year's summer, 2023, we met Jean Ricard, and we had 3 days where it was just Joyce, me, and Jean Ricard. So that really was beautiful because we weren't dealing with having to meet anybody else. It was just Joyce, me, and Jean Ricard for 3 days. And it was awesome. When we went to England, the UK, when we went to the UK in 2022, we had a day with Jim at Hover Motion. We had a day with Alan from Dragon Junction where it was just us. It wasn't all the other people. And that does make it easier to really kind of let your hair down and relax and just get to know it. You know, when we did York, there were so many people there. You always feel like somebody got excluded. When you're at, at Getz, you worry somebody got excluded. And again, there were people like, oh, hey, come here and meet. But it wasn't, it wasn't the ego bit. It's just there are those people coming to meet you, coming to see you, because you're there to see them. We do watch our videos just to make sure everything came out right on the TV, but it's us. You guys are our TV stars. You know, Dino, Andy, all the Allens, all the Andys, all the Marks, all the Bryans. There's a few of you, you know, and all of you guys. You're the TV stars. We watch you. But it was just, it takes more time to talk about it than the time that was there. Oh, which one? The floor cam here? This site brings you joy? Well, I'm still trying to figure out who the Knight Husseini was. Because there's like, I'm down to like, there's 3 people I think it could have been. Because originally I thought it was my friend Christopher Sekuradensha. Some group in, oh, okay, that's following up with what you're saying to Chris. Keep noshing the Vegemite, mate. But yeah, that's a beautiful. Now, we went to buy a blanking plate for it, and somebody gave it to us for free. Gave it to Dino for free. I think they gave it to, or did they give it to you, Andy? It was Andy or Dino. They gave it, they just said, take it. They didn't even charge for it. But then somebody was telling me I probably didn't need to put the blanking plate in it, that the train is set up to run in DC mode, even if you don't put the blanking plate in. I don't know. All I know is it's on, it's working, and I'm happy. I will say, it took me a while to figure out the bizarre instructions from Daypol to get the headlights and tail lights working on the Scotrail. Yes, but a bit slower. Oh, catching the 2. That was good timing, catching the 2 little Bavarian guys going around. Oh, it was from Mauritania. Wow. You have returned. Well, welcome back. But no sound and slower. Okay, that's... Thank you. Okay, so the blinking plate makes it work better. That's cool. Because I may turn one of these loops digital down the line. Because I've got... The Azuma can have a... I've even got the decoder for the Azuma. This one has a decoder, and the Scotrail has a decoder in it. But the Scotrail just had switches in it. This is for DC function, so no sound or anything, but you can still get the lights working. But boy, that was funny. It was a bunch of dip switches you had to put in a certain order to get tail lights working, cab light on, and headlights working, and in reverse. There's one British hotel that has the interior of the Britannic and the interior of the Olympic, the sisters to the Titanic. I got messed up. It was English, not German. No, I don't get messed up with that. It's when the instructions are translated by somebody who doesn't speak the language they're translating into. But if you guys don't mind, I'm going to stop everything for a second. Well, I'll leave the guys on the floor running. But I'm going to do this. Let me just show you something real fast, just to give you a hint at what we're doing. Hey, Roger, Sir Roger of St. Blasey, welcome in. Great to have you here. And welcome in, DJ Scania. Anyhow, let's go to phone cam. But I'm going to share this with you. And could somebody let me know before I walk away from the screen, is the sound still good? The video's not going to be good, but sounds good. Okay. So here is the locos. Here are all the locos. Can you see this? And that guy right there is going to get a decoder in it. So is this guy. This guy is getting a decoder in it. This is the one guy that's completely dead. And then here's all some of the ICEs I've got. So the ICE Amtrak, the ICE Experimental is in a box over here. ICE-3 with the German flag. In that case is the IC-1. This is just the powered stuff. And I cannot see the chat, so, and my camera view is looking pretty crappy, so. Is it coming across that way to you guys? Nope. Well, yeah, kind of. Over there are all the beer wagons. Down here are the freight cars. And that's not counting what's on the table. Hey, Sir Dwight, how are you? So let me go off of this before I make you guys all dizzy. But that is an insane amount of locomotives there. I think it doubles, or close to doubles, the number of locomotives I had. Maybe more than doubles. Yeah. Oh, and Nancy, that was not everything. That wasn't even close to everything that Herb sent me. I figured he must have figured out how much he had when he tried to box it all. All right, all of you on your phones, I apologize, but we're going to go to the multi-view. So now you can't see anything. Yeah, no, not even close to Sam's trains, but over 30 locos, just locomotives. I'm not talking power cars and cab cars, because again, all right, that's not everything. Okay, that was not everything. For example, I'll go back to this camera. I apologize with Shaky Hands McGee here. Let's go. Where is it? Phone cam. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, and I already showed you this locomotive. All right, now, Lufthansa truck, Paulaner truck, Lohenbrau truck, Oktoberfestzug truck, Bild magazine truck, Stern magazine truck. That's all from Herb. Now, let's go down here. This Mitropa Speisewagen restaurant car. That is from Herb. These are all the Orient Express cars. There's a whole bunch of them in here. There's a whole bunch of Orient Express cars in here. I'm not going to take them all out, but just to share them with you. These are all Orient Express cars, some very gorgeous ones. Is it this one? Yeah, this one's just gorgeous. Okay, let's see. These tankers here, all these Arl tankers and these two Shell tankers and all these Arl tankers over here, that's from Herb. And then there's a bunch of these, some of this stuff in here is from Horse, but a lot of these cars are from Herb. About 4 of these cars are from Herb. These are the ocean blue and green, including the Deutsche Weinstrasse one. That's all from Herb. And then there's a couple of cars, not in this box. Is it this one? Nope. Oh yeah, these 3 cars in here. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these cars are from Herb. The rest are from Horst. And so that's just showing you more and more and more of what's from Herb. So it wasn't even close to all. So you predict there will be a murder in that particular drawer. Indeed. Hey, Sir Rick, how are you? Great to have you. So, and then these are my favorite beer cars that came from Herb, but there's 30 some more on that table over there. Then there's the box with all the freight cars, and there's still some things I put in a cubicle over here for now until I decide where I want to put them. Has Joyce recovered? Hey, Sir Timber Surf, how are you? Joyce came home feeling pretty good. She had to go back to work. We got home Monday night, and she went to work Tuesday morning. Got up at 6:30 and went to work. And she has been tired. And then yesterday, she really started showing symptoms of the cold I've had all week. Well, I don't know if I could outdo my Aussie buddy. Yeah, if Joyce knows you, and especially if you've been nice to me, Joyce will usually give you a nice hug. But again, that was funny. I mentioned it at the beginning of the live stream, talking about Joyce, is she's feeling a little guilty now because we watched somebody's live stream. We didn't go in and chat, but we watched somebody's live stream, and they were talking about Getz, which is why we were watching it. And they mentioned meeting us, and somebody said, "Wow, Joyce gave me such a nice hug." And somebody said, "You got a hug from Joyce?" I didn't get a hug from Joyce. And so I said, "Oh, I got a hug from Joyce." And somebody else said, "I got a hug from Joyce." And then somebody else said, "I didn't get a hug from Joyce." So Joyce is now feeling guilty of who she hugged and didn't hug. Even Alan called me, Alan Dragon Junction called me yesterday and was talking about that Joyce gave him pretty good bear hug. Alan, you and Babs, she adores you guys, so yeah. So, I'm sorry, I guess we're sorry if you didn't get a hug from Joyce. In some cases, it was hard for Joyce to push past people. So it'd be like, I'd be there, Joyce, this is so-and-so, and Joyce would be like, hi, over the shoulder, because she can't squeeze through. Joyce is a real trooper. She had to, because she had to turn in grades. Their first quarter was over, and she had to have her grades in by 4 o'clock Tuesday. She had to have her grades in by 4 o'clock Tuesday, and she hadn't put her grades in before we left. No, eBay, or not eBay, YouTube. Now would not be a good time to put my insert ads. I don't insert ads. That's why I say give me my choice. So I don't do it. Stop nagging me about it. Every 20 minutes or so, I get a little pop-up on my YouTube studio saying, now would be a good time to insert some ads so you can make money. I'm not about making money. I would be doing this channel very differently if I was trying to make money. She could give out digital hugs. I don't think she started a civil war. There were just some people that felt left out. Joyce is a nice person. Now, to be honest, when she was younger, she probably wouldn't have been hugging many people, but she's become a bit of a hugger as she's gotten older. But it's because she feels she knows you all. You know, all these years on the chat, she knows you all. I told Sue you were a bunch of loonies. Now she knows you are. Indeed. Although, in all honesty, Mick, all she had to do was watch my live stream. And she would have known the truth about me, because I'm hoping, that's my hope, is that when you guys met us, it was like, yeah, they're just like what we see on Fridays. It just, in our defense, if we didn't quite see the same, we felt in a hurricane. A good hurricane, but a hurricane nonetheless. Oh, Paul, I was so thrilled because, like I said, you have to get going. Right, guys, have to go as the anesthetic is wearing off from your bike. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Paul. All right, well, you take care of yourself. Paul, it was our treat to meet you. You have always been so positive on my channel, and I've always been so appreciative. And to actually see you and have it be a surprise just made it the sweetest cake. It was really awesome. But yeah, I mean, see, I don't know how many of the guys that we know that went to Getz, this was their first big train show where you're meeting fellow YouTubers for the first time. Now, Joyce and I had the experience at York, and then we've had one-on-one YouTuber experiences. Living with Artie for 3 weeks in Australia. Sorry, sucking on a cough drop. Yeah, I caught that. Sue and Joyce definitely went outside and had a little bit of a chat. Now, for those who wondered what happened Sunday with Joyce, Joyce just came up to me and said she had to get outside for a bit. So I didn't even know what was going on. That she had to go out, she just needed to go outside for a bit. I thought she was probably just feeling a little overwhelmed or claustrophobic. Because Joyce is not comfortable in that type of a crowd. At a stadium watching a sporting event where we're all sitting and watching the same thing, or at a movie theater, she's fine. In a big convention crowd, it can overwhelm her. She is a bit claustrophobic. She doesn't even like to ride elevators. But even in crowds, she can get claustrophobic. But apparently the lack of sleep, all the excitement, the enthusiasm, and all the people around there, she said she was feeling a bit dizzy. And then what really made me mad at her is she said she thought she might pass out. And I go, wait a minute. You said you felt faint? So you walked outside on your own? Now, I think she said originally when she was just leaning against the wall and catching her breath, like Tony Pinnell's wife recognized her and came up and just checked that she was okay. And I'm still mad at her for like, oh, I think I might faint, so I'm going to go outside where nobody's around. But then I guess later, while she was out there, she saw Clive and hot dog pilot Andy, and she did some sort of stick-up joke or something like that with you guys, or cop joke. There he is. Hi, Graham. In from the clubs. We are great. Oh, stop fishing for compliments, Attila. But yeah, Mick, that Joyce and I went to meet people. Obviously, you know, the thing that we tried to explain that to the people, a couple of the people at Warley, is they were taking our picture, talking about it might be in this magazine or it'll be on the Warley page, and they did put a picture of Joyce and me with Mark, Andy, Graham, and I forget who all else. I think Peter Dixon was in that picture, and Rachel, Mark's daughter, I think got in the picture, and Christopher, I think Christopher from Sakura Densha got in that picture. I forget who all was there for that picture, because there were different pictures at different times, but the one Warley posted, and they made mention, Anthony and Joyce, and they're like, came all the way from America just for our show. And then it was kind of funny because they put in parentheses, and apparently another one. But we tried to tell these people, we did not come here for the show. The show was just the catalyst. We came to meet friends, and it was just that by having the show. Joyce and I did get a walk around. We did get a walk around Warley, but we didn't get a lot of time. If I stopped to chat at a table or look through stuff, literally several times, either Steve Flynn or this Mr. Hensworth, or I'm screwing up his name, I apologize. I had so many things thrown at me, I can't remember names. He'd run up and say, hey, treat these people really nice. They came all the way from America. And it was like, I think they could tell from my accent that we came from America, But we met some lovely dealers. Like I bought my Class 68 from Harvey's Hobbies. He was fun to talk to. He was great. And then Elaine from Elaine's Trains was really fun. Her whole table of people. We had a lot of time talking with them at Getz. Hardly starring us. It didn't star anybody. It was a cast of thousands. But, yeah, it was very cool. But, again, the thing is, it wasn't about us. we were there to meet friends. We did something crazy because sometimes you gotta do something crazy. The shows were cool, but we came to meet our YouTube friends, and how do you say it? To confirm the love that we have for you guys, to confirm how deeply we feel for you guys, to say, yes, you're real. Plus, I think in some cases, our love grew. And I know I'm using the word love a lot, but that's how we feel right now, at least. You know, I've talked about it many times, and he probably gets sick of us saying it. Graham, we've said it, but Graham was very special to Joyce and me over that weekend. Not that he was more special than anybody else at any time, but he was special. We hung out with him a bit. He drove us, so we had that private time. It was just, you know, if it had been Andy driving us up there, it would have been like that with Andy. Because it was special to hang out with Andy, Dino, Christopher, and the group that we got kicked out of Getz. Richard, Andy's son Richard. A bientôt, Titari. Merci beaucoup. Ah, but Timber Surf is in a couple of videos, and he's in some pictures. Some people have posted pictures of Mr. Timber Surf. The one you won't find pictures of is Mr. X with Brian Finn, because Brian, I wanted to get a selfie, but he had to go somewhere real fast, and I was like, okay, we'll get it when we come back in real quick. And then we went and had lunch with Christopher, and when we came back, Brian wasn't there, and then we had to leave, and as we were leaving, we ran into Brian, and we started saying goodbye, and Joyce and I got to meet Mr. X, and then forgot to grab the phone out and snap a picture with Brian. So Brian's the only person we met that we didn't take a picture of. All right, Ifo. Good night. Gute Nacht. Good night. Yeah, the bond does get stronger when you meet them in person. And of course, like with Artie, when we stayed 3 weeks with Artie, we went there as good friends. We came out as brothers and wife and sister, or however you want to twist that one. We obviously had a very special bond with Alan from Dragon Junction after he drove us all through Snowdonia and took us to a couple of museums, and we spent the whole day with him and Babs. That really made it. Getting to meet Jim Hovermotion. I already had a bro crush on him, but being in his house, meeting his lovely wife and kids, was just super cool. And of course, meeting all the people we met at Getz for a second time. Like when we met Andy, it was still such a joy because it just bridged the gap from the first time we saw him. And now here he is again. And we have had so much talking, online communication, Facebook messaging, and so forth. So that when we saw him this time, it was stronger and greater than the first time we met Andy, March West Junction. Same is true of Carl. See, when Carl walked in, Joyce and I we lit up. It was just, we had such a fond memory, and all of a sudden there he is. We had such a fond memory of him from York, and then he shows up, and there he is, that very friendly face, and just consummate gentleman that he is. It was just amazing. Oh, I understand, Roger. Joyce and I we're going to be in that part. It's pretty sure we're going to be in that part of the UK that we'll either work our way to see you or try to meet somewhere where it's not too far for you to go. But we're going to be down in that part of the UK on our next trip. Cheers. I've got I've got a bunch of British beers and some Italian beers in my refrigerator upstairs I still need to drink. Hey, welcome Todd. Sir Todd Armstrong, come in. Thanks for joining the Knights of the Rhomboid table this evening. But yeah, it was just such an epic, epic adventure. And I just use the same words over and over, and it's not because I don't have a great vocabulary, but it's overwhelming and epic. And the taste was maybe even sweeter because we got denied last year, and we had a whole year of feeling bad and not being able to make it. And then you had the silver lining, which is the silver lining was that last year it would have just been Getz and we wouldn't have seen some people because they weren't coming to Getz, they were only going to Warley. You know, and that was in November. But by Warley and Getz being on the same day, it meant some people at Warley weren't going to Getz and some people at Getz weren't going to Warley, but it gave us the opportunity to hit both shows and catch as many people as we can. So we might have seen more people this year than we would have seen last year. So that just made it sweeter. And again, you know, a thank you to Timber Surf, who does a lot of the organizing of getting all the YouTubers together and doing that. A lot of people get involved, and there are certain people that, because I don't want it to be seen as negative. It's just expected. It's normal. There are definitely cliques. There are some people that they will only talk to other big channels. Okay, you can walk up to them and say, hi, nice to meet you. But they're not going to sit in the big round table with the little people. They're either not going to associate too much with the crowd, or they're only going to associate with, you know, I have 30,000 subs and I'm only going to talk to people with 20,000 subs or more. You know, or the serious modelers will kind of sit together because they want to talk serious modeling, and, you know, some schmuck that does comedy videos isn't their cup of tea. And no problem with that. Nobody has to like whatever. But there were definitely some cliques. Even in the hotel, there were 4 areas. 3 were the different train cliques, and then the 4th was the transvestite group that was having their annual get-together. Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had an accident. Whoops. Watch the trains. Bye for now. What happened? What happened? Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. I was running the HST Mach. What are they? Were they Mach 2s? Mark 2s? And they uncoupled. It was a tenuous grip they had with the Scotrail 68, and they finally uncoupled and came around, crashed just in time for the Mallard to hit it. Hey, Lord Al has come in. Well, Sunday was the easiest day for Joyce and me because we didn't have to get up early. We did sleep in, which apparently caused some people to panic because Joyce and I, we closed the bar. We got kicked out of the bar after midnight, and it was fun. We were teasing and joking. I think it was Mick, Paul, and Paris, and Clive and Steve. Anybody else? Who else was at the bar when we find? Oh, Alan from Buckland Junction. We stayed there past 12, and the guy finally said, "You've got to go." Very nice. It was all very friendly and cordial. We had a lot of fun teasing the guy about refusing to go and stuff, but they finally chased us out a little after midnight, so we went to bed. Not a lot of goodbyes. I think a couple of people said they were leaving in the morning, so we said goodbye to them. And we went to bed, and we didn't get to sleep until about 2 a.m. So we elected not to turn on the alarm. We're just going to sleep in and get up when we get up. And we woke up about 10, and I had just gotten out of bed and was heading to the shower, and I get 4 text messages, one from Graham, and then other people. Hey, are you guys all right? Where are you guys? Are you guys coming down? And we're like, we'll be there noonish. We will be there noonish. We needed to sleep. We had not slept in 2 days. We needed to sleep. But apparently when the show started and we weren't there were a couple of people like, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? I was like, we'll be there noonish. All right, good night. Hi, take care. Great to see you. I'm so glad you posted a video today. It seems like it's been a while since you've really posted a video. I know. I'm not happy about it. I didn't want to wreck the Mallard. Oh, I moved the camera. Sorry, let me fix the camera. So I just took those cars off. I wasn't going to risk it again. The Mallard's fine. Hey, Charlie, how are you? Sir Charlie from Partick Hill. Just got a Lima SNCF boxcar. I am running. I'm running a few Herb specials. The white ICE3 is my original ICE3 that is now back in my possession. The first train I ever bought right there. And then this Herb special right here is my favorite beer car beer train. I'm running and then the Italian train is coming. And then I'm running 2 little pre-World War I Bavarian passenger car sets. But yeah, that white train is the very first model train I ever bought. It's what got me into the hobby. It's what got me addicted to the hobby. Now, did Jean Ricard fall asleep? Because he did work early. Or did I tease him too much? Yeah, but the Brits were very polite about kicking us out. Excuse us, sir. It is past time. We must ask that you depart the building. And we certainly didn't argue with anybody. In fact, the guy kicking us out at the show, I thanked him for the hard work he has to do dealing with all of us people at the show. And he was very appreciative of that. I like to thank people. Now, I gotta talk to Alan at Dragon Junction here. I mean, you can all get in on this too. Some people have already heard the story. All right, Pete. It was awesome to meet you, Pete and Sue. You have a great night. We will see you in the chats and on videos. Take care. But, yeah. Now, Alan has his own private videographer, his grandson. Which is a nice way to do it. You know, you're going to go and talk to people and somebody else can film, so you don't have to worry about filming. But hopefully Al will find this funny. But definitely the grandson was not exactly looking happy towards the end. He was probably tired and probably had that, he's at that age, obviously, where I could be home playing video games or out with my mates or so forth. But he was just looking a little bit like, I've had enough of this filming for today, Grandpa. So I hope that doesn't seem bad. But, you know, it's like, I was teasing him. And, you know, some of the other YouTubers were kind of teasing the grandson as well. And so I just yelled out. I yelled his name out. I said, hey, what's the going rate for a professional photographer? And he said, 5 pounds. So I walked over to him, and I handed him a 10-pound note. I gave him 10 pounds, and I said, well, here's 2 days' worth. And then I looked at him, and I said, just make sure I'm center in all the videos from now on. And the kid was funny, because the next day, anytime I saw him setting up the camera, he had me and then turned over to Dad. So I don't know if you start going through all those videos, Al, and I seem to be centered at the start of a lot of them. That's why. Hey, Tammy, good to see you. So that was hysterical. That was hysterical because I was just kidding, but I wonder if he actually was like, all right, okay, this guy gave me 10 pounds. And then the whole trip home, I'm like, Al's going to be trying to go through his videos for the show, and he's going to be, grandson, why is that yank in the middle of every video? He paid me 10 pounds, that's why. So that was my one practical joke. Well, that's good to hear. That was good to hear. I just wanted to make him smile. I wanted to make him smile. It's like the same thing. When Graham, Joyce, and I went out to eat the first night, we ate at the restaurant, and it was good food. It was good food. And but we had 3 different people waiting on us. And I always you know, in Germany, you don't tip. In America, you should tip, but Americans are jerks and don't always tip. Like, or they'll have a $100 meal and leave $2. Like, there's their tip. You know, tipping is usually 20 to 25%. But in Germany, you don't tip because it is a profession. These people get paid. They've got living wages. And so the only thing you do in Germany is you tend to round up. Or if it was a big meal, you round up to the nearest 5, you know. So if your meal was $79.10, you just round it up to 80 and call it good. Stimmt schön. Keep the change. In America, you should tip 20 to 25% of the bill. And if it's a multi-people thing, you should tip more. And I forget what the tipping procedure in the UK was. So I just talked to the guy and asked, and like, oh, you know, you don't have to tip. It's like, well, you know, if it's a roundup bid, I'll round up. If it's, you know, 5 pounds covers it. Well, we had 3 different people. And I threw 10 pounds, and they'll say, well, who was your server? I said, well, we had 3 different ones. You and 2 other people had all brought different things out. And like, oh, well, who should I give this to? And I said, divide it amongst yourself. And then I said, forget it. I took out another 10 pounds and said, just there. Now divide it amongst yourselves evenly. And after they left, Graham said, you just made their night. And I'm like, it wasn't even, it was barely 20%. He's like, no, you made their night. Trust me, you made their night. I was like, okay. Finger knacker down to one eye again. You got the mini-me. Joyce and I, by the time we found out about it, was too late. It was kind of expensive, but Joyce finally decided it was time that we would drop the money on it, but it was going to be a long time before we could get it back, and then there was the shipping cost. So we're going to go up to Toronto sometime in the next few months, and we'll just go to Mini Prints and get it done there and save the shipping cost. Well, hello, Sir Walter. Walter Hope, Valley Railway enthusiast. Nice to have you. Well, we definitely have dropped off our peak here. We were up over 60. I don't remember if we've ever been over 60 chatters in a live stream before. I think maybe once. Brits only tip in posh restaurants. Well, Brian, you should call it a night, because where you are, it is night. If you called it a day or an afternoon, we might think you're a little weird. You're going to start programming locomotives now. Yeah, that's a good tip, Mick. Also, don't use anything that has 3 leaves per prong on it, because almost everything with 3 leaves per prong is bad. Oh, Brian, I just wish we could have had more. I wish we could have had more time together. Hello, Sir Floyd of Robbins. Welcome in. But that's the other thing I'm mad about Warley and Getz. When we met all the YouTubers back in 2022, everybody had stickers. So I finally got my daughter to design a couple of different stickers for us. And I've had them. And now, so I finally go over there with stickers. And I've got my stickers, and everybody's got business cards. How come I don't get the memo? How did I not get told, it's business cards now? I would have brought business cards. Everybody had business cards, not me. Nope. I'm the guy going, look at this guy. Look at this yank. Can you believe he's handing out stickers like he's in 5th grade? Stickers. Who does stickers? Oh. Hey, welcome back. Willie is home from school. Hello, Willie. Servus. Gusti. Hello. Yeah, but you all had stickers, and I've got Dragon Junction stickers, and I've got March West Junction stickers, and I've got Trains in the Attic stickers, and I've got all kinds of British stickers. Yeah, that's right, Graham. Should have told us. We should have had at least a 2-week notice that. By the way, Anthony, don't bring stickers. Stickers are old school now, or are out now. We do business cards. We're serious train modelers now. We don't stickers. Stickers are for beginners. And there's Joyce and me with, here, would you like a sticker? I got a sticker if you want. I got 2 kinds. I got Model Train Outsider sticker and Knights of the Rhomboid Table sticker. You can have both if you want. Fill the boots, Eric. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, Ewan, it really was. That was a quickie, but it was a nice quickie. Wow, did I hear Joyce come home earlier, or is that my daughter? Wow, train was canceled. We had a little fear of that. I'll admit it, Ewan, it was Joyce and me. We wanted you to stick around longer. We figured if your train was canceled, you'd stick around longer. Foolish us, it forced you to have to go and catch a different train. Oh, well. Lass die Ratten Trinker spaten. Yeah, but we won't be there, Graham. That's funny. You're just going to make some stickers. Now, all the guys that also do stickers. See, I'm the one who took the hit for you all. So you all get your business card. Now, next year, it'll probably be some sort of holographic thing that everybody... Next time we go... Bitte ein Bite. Ein Güte. Bitte ein Güte. Du liegst mir im Herzen, du liegst mir im Sinn. Du magst mir viel Schmerzen, weiß nicht, wie gut ich dir bin. Nah, it's gonna be more than that. It'll be some little button you carry, and they press the button and op pops a little 3D version of you with your trains and something like that. That'll be the next trend. And Joyce and I will be passing out business cards. Nah, Mick, you should just pass out cars. Look busy, Joyce is home. Well, Andy, scratch and sniff might be all right. It depends on whom. For example, a scratch and sniff business card from Carl might be very cool. A scratch and sniff from a guy that works at the Knackers, probably not too cool. Oh, it smells like dead rotten meat. Oh yeah, that's Bill. Yeah, Jenny's a bit where you're now Time Lord Al. We did meet Jenny Kirk. We met Jenny Kirk, very nice to us, very nice. Actually, of all the people we didn't think that we would meet, we met Dawn Quest, who I had never heard of until about a month ago when her video about being at Miniature Wonderland came up on my feed because, of course, I'm very familiar with Miniature Wonderland. And so we watched it, and there was like a couple of things I just wanted to say, well, that's not quite accurate, or there's something you missed, but she did a very lovely tour and visited Miniature Wonderland. And so somebody introduced us. It might have been Timber Surf or Al, and I forget which one introduced us to her. But, you know, she didn't know who the hell I was. Why would she? But she chatted with us for quite a few minutes, and I talked about how I have been to Miniature Wonderland many, many times, that Joyce and I had been there many times, and we chatted, and we're talking business cards, Floyd. I was just in the UK last weekend, and it was traditional for YouTubers to bring stickers with their channel logos on. It's traditional for YouTubers to bring stickers, but at this time, the first time we'd met fellow YouTubers in over in 2 years, over 2 years, everybody had business cards. Joyce and I still had stickers. Would you like a sticker? I felt like a little kid. Everybody else is pulling out, here's my card, here's my card, here's my card. Model Railway Dino, train enthusiast, provocateur. hot dog pilot Andy, model train enthusiast and aficionado, Dragon Junction, Lord Majesty of model trains, and, you know, everybody has their business card. And Joyce and I are walking around. Would you like a thicker? We have a thicker if you want. Hey, there he is. Colin of Woodthorpe International. How dandy to meet you. Oh, it was such a wonderful... It was. Yeah, when they did that. I'll tell you what though. Better than the real water is Joyce and I got to see the right next to the Patagonian section of Miniature Wonderland, their South American bit in the new building. They did Antarctica, and they have this large ocean display of the rough, crazy South Sea, you know, the seas between South America. Oh my God, that is an epic piece. That is next level. It was more realistic than real water. That was epically amazing. Their ocean display with the boats rocking on the high seas and that. Wow, that was dazzling, to say the least. Now the car alarm goes beep, beep, beep. Yep, saw your video, Lee. But yeah, it was... So, some of the funny things is Joyce has to turn around and close her eyes and goes, okay, now I know who that is. When she sees the person, she doesn't know, but she closes her eyes. Oh, yeah, that's so-and-so. Yes, we did get a free cookie when we checked in. We did get our free cookie. It was actually pretty good. Actually, very good. Is that Liz or Joyce? What? Talks amongst yourselves. It's Joyce. It's Joyce. Should get you a cough drop. Here, let me remove your toy. I mean, sorry, the vacuum. Joyce will only be grunting tonight, folks.
I can talk.
She claims she can talk, but she'll only be grunting. Oh, sure, now. The prima donna. One show it gets, and now all of a sudden she's a big star. She has to have a mic to talk. And
I've always needed a mic to talk. All right, first of all, hi, everybody. Hi, Tom. Hi, Timber. Hi, Leamington. Is that Peter? Hi, Valley. Hi, Dirk and your trains. Hi, Mick.
hi, Mick. That's a type of British train. Ha! I see what you did
Andy.
there. Whoops. I put that
Waving
camera in the
all of
wrong
ya.
place. Still in the wrong place.
Okay. Hey, Jean. Nice to hear from you. Hello,
Oh,
Colin.
is John in the room saying hello?
Yes, he is.
Okay, he hasn't been talking to me. I teased him too
Hi,
hard.
Woodthrop. You know, I go there after a while. It was wonderful to meet you. Hey, Raymond. Hey, Andy. Yes, Joyce has entered. Hey, Ewan.
Well, we'll see if the numbers go back up. We had over 60 earlier.
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. Hey, 46 right now.
Yeah, still,
So you
that's
probably
still a
found
nice
few
number,
people.
but yeah.
It sure is. So, hey, Carl. Hi, Van Dan Wiesenbahn. Which I almost made, right? Hi, Torridon Road, Peter. It's great to meet you, Peter. You were just waiting for Joyce. The voice of an angel is a little rough right now. So, hi, Mark.
Fine.
Hey, Ellen.
I know when I'm not wanted. No, I can't do that
What?
because they'll actually be happy. No.
Hey, Randall. Yeah, they might be. Hey there, Attila.
Attila, Attila,
Thank you. Do
Attila,
you know that's
Attila, Attila.
Yeah. So I know it's probably maybe half of you in here we saw over the weekend. It was so nice. You know, just to flesh you guys out and talk to you and I just...
Wait, who were you fleshing out? I already heard from a couple people how nice your hugs were. We don't need to go.
All right. So, Lynn. Yeah, Lenny. I'll just
Okay.
sort of explain what my issues are.
Okay. Well, I mean, you could do your thing and I could watch them for a couple hours or whatever. Oh, Kyan's here. Uh-oh. All right, everybody.
No.
Cover your ears.
I
Cover
don't
your
know
ears.
what my thing would be for you to play with Kyan.
I play with them all the time.
You do kind of play with them all the time, but it's
All
not
right.
like...
Here we go. Ready?
Timber, I give you a chance.
Kyan! Hey, Kyan, Opa loves you! We missed you, but we did see each other
did.
yesterday. Both of us just kind of,
I didn't. Yeah.
Kyan! Hey, buddy! We
So-
love you. And Lynn and
Yeah,
Chris,
Lenny,
too.
I just don't know what to say, honey. I hate to let you down.
That should be handled off air.
Agreed. Oh, golly.
So, there it is.
Hey, Karen.
The original train is back on the layout.
Oh, there it is, right. It found its way back home after you carelessly sent it away. You didn't know how to word that.
Oh, normally our numbers go up, but... Oh, now they just jump right back up. Okay.
Yeah, they knew I was here.
Kyan! Little Kyan.
45's a lot.
What?
45's a lot. Yeah, wow, look at you. Gosh, it's like they wanted to see us or something.
Indeed.
See, we were real. Adam's heard that before. They don't believe
Figment
I'm.
of their
They don't believe I'm
imagination.
real. Just being on video helps.
Hey, there's Kieran. Hello, Kieran. But, yeah, we, that would have been a mean trick, is just after we leave Getz and then no live stream, no posting, nothing. They came and disappeared.
They came and disappeared.
No,
After
we
Getz
did
Live.
the After Getz live. I did. She was in bed asleep or trying to sleep.
Oh, I didn't sleep, but I was trying to rest, that's for sure. That was a brutal schedule, although overall I thought I handled the time
Yeah.
change pretty well, and the time change coming back.
Yeah.
I have, as I described to my daughter, I've been 1,000 miles an hour since I've been home.
Indeed, you've been.
I
It's the luxury of
emailed
me
the
being
counselor.
retired.
I said, our grading system isn't working really well. And she says, you know, I hate it when teachers wait till the last second. I said, I had no choice. I was out of the country. And I think I know what I'm doing. And that's you. Oh, well, I hope you had a really nice time. So anyway, I got it all in and done on time as I was going to. And then it's just busy and busy and busy. And today's the fun walk and difficult parents and catch up on work and catch up on their lunches and catch up on everything else.
All right, well, thank you,
Hey,
Dirk.
Dirk, thanks
Thank
for
you
coming
for joining
in.
us.
So it's just been crazy. I know it is.
Good night, Ewan.
And then next
Take
week,
care. Because we
um,
met Ewan.
yeah, we did. So next week, we are, I have conferences on Wednesday night after teaching all day and Thursday. So I can sleep in a little bit on Friday because I'm
'Cause I
off.
do have pictures. Pictures! We have pictures.
Yeah, we have pictures.
That's two Americans
Nick?
with the Royal Barkeep.
Yep. Yeah, isn't that nice? I know exactly who that is.
There's our professional escort. We got him from some little massage parlor, and
Yeah, that was Nick. Yeah, Graham did a great job, and we sort of adopted him, I think, for the weekend. Oh, and there's a lovely, lovely, lovely
Paul in Paris.
Paul in Paris. Paris, I'll be writing you a letter pretty soon.
Oh, she's already sent me emails and stuff today.
Okay, gotcha.
There we are again. And that's Steve, Rail 7.
Right?
Route 7 Railway, that's it.
Right, Route
Steve.
7, right.
Brilliant guy, brilliant chap.
Not sure. I think I was waving in that picture, which is a little weird.
And you can see some of the
Oh, there's Alan.
one of the Allens.
One of the Allens. Alan was fun.
Tony
Yeah,
Pinellas.
Route 7. It's with a U, bud. Okay.
Route 7. Some say route, some say route. Get over it.
Oh, yeah, spell it right.
And there was Ewan.
So you.
It was blurry
Right.
because my hand was shaking by this time.
Right. Yeah.
Anthony, let us take the picture for you. No, I got the long arms. I can do my selfie. No, I shouldn't have. Mark Identical Dad. Andrew from March West Junction. Peter Jackson from Cheadle Heath. Christopher from Sakura Densha.
Yeah. I don't know if Peter's in here. The cookies were great, Peter.
Dino!
And Dino.
And Andy! And please, what does anybody notice about this picture?
One of these things does not belong together.
Notice how Dino, Joyce, and Andy are over there,
And your long arms.
and I'm pushed off to the side. It's like the Beatles, and I'm Paul McCartney being left aside.
Yeah, it truly is, Alan, how the whole weekend went. It was
There's
a
Mav.
blur.
We haven't seen Mav tonight. There's Peter from Delft Junction. This was another surprise meet. David from Beaten Off Junction. And
Yeah,
Ollie.
David was like-
Ollie from Wordle Row. This was one. We came in on Sunday and we ran into Graham again. And our escort came up to us and said, there's somebody here who really wants to meet you, and you got to hurry up because he's leaving soon. And Ollie was like, I'm like, oh my God, it's Ollie from Mortal Road. And he's like, oh my God, Anthony, it's so awesome to finally meet you. I
Yeah,
can't. He
it
was as
is.
excited to meet me
I
as
know,
I was
it's
to meet
pretty
him.
crazy. No, Anthony's very clean. What are you talking about?
Well, but it looks that way, like you're all standing back.
Oh, I see. I don't know what it was.
Peter Dixon.
I
Peter
think
from Torton
we
Road.
might have all been together, and then the men all came over to stand with me. So there's
Robert
Peter.
from Robert's Train
And
Set.
Peter, it's so lovely.
And this
Robert.
is Xantec. I think his name is Mark. I could be wrong.
I had
Mark,
to hug Rob.
Mark from Xantec.
Right, I had to hug Robert very
Paul,
gently.
our buddy Paul, who just had a biopsy, so hope he's okay.
Right,
Paul
we hope Paul's all
Bottrell.
right.
And then
Yeah, he's
Peter.
on the dark side. Yeah.
Peter Clark.
Yeah, Peter Clark.
Richard from
That was
Trains
fun.
in the Attic.
Good old Richard.
And there is, I think that's Ewan, or not Ewan, that is Carl behind them, I believe, but
Yeah.
and Peter Dixon in the background.
Right.
Colin from Woodthorpe International. Mr. New Junction
Yeah.
himself.
Colin was fun to talk to.
And then
Yeah.
some of the gifts I got, and the
Richard.
mystery bag that we're still trying to figure out.
Oh, I really wish someone would fess up.
And then, okay, that's it for the pictures that we have, because I just went to Facebook to do that. So, yeah, so that's all we
Tired
had.
looking Joyce in the London Heathrow Airport.
Yeah, we're just a little tired there, hon.
We were a little annoyed with the people behind us.
Oh, yeah, we won't discuss that.
No, we won't, but we are not. You're right, they were closer to the beer taps. So, no, I have no regrets whatsoever, even my 1,000-mile-per-hour status here.
They're closer
No
to the beer
regrets.
taps than me.
This really was a lot of fun. And it was so nice to meet people in the real.
Mav! Yes, Mav. I was hoping we'd see Mav today. Oh, if Mav watches on replay or...
Yeah,
another
hopefully.
time. Yeah, those are only the pictures we took. Now, there are other pictures of us with other people
Right.
as well. So if you weren't in that group,
Yeah,
it's because
you're
somebody else took
somewhere
the
else.
picture and we're waiting to get them sent to us. Hint, hint.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be nice for people to share pictures they took. Did we see any train layouts? Sure we did.
Oh, wow. We went from 50 down to 40. Now we're back up to 44.
Okay. Oh, well,
Oh, I've
somebody
got,
said they
I've,
were
got
leaving.
I've got pictures of timber surf. In fact, somewhere on, I posted one of the group pics where timber surf is there, and I did name him.
Golly.
Because somebody said, put names on these people. I was like, yeah, I probably should have, but I was posting them from my phone and couldn't edit them at the time.
Can you use the picture? Of course.
Well, that's where we found you, Andy. We wondered what that was all about.
So yeah, any of
Andy,
you.
we were just here to
if
say
you
hello.
wanted-
We don't know what you were expecting.
If you wanted to take any of those pictures, make a copy, you can go on Anthony's Facebook if you do it, and just make a copy. We do that all the time. Yes, I don't know. When we are online here, my silly watch thinks it's music.
I see.
I don't have any idea why it goes there, but it does.
The cocaine?
Who knows?
What's
All
thinking
right,
on my
you
pad?
take care.
All right. Oh, Stu was here. Stu,
Yeah,
I did not
Stuart.
see you come in. I'm sorry, Stu.
Wishful thinking.
If I missed you, my apologies, but always lovely to see you. Take care.
Yeah, take care, Karen.
And Kieran is taking off too. All right, Kieran, goodbye.
Your numbers go down just before it's bedtime. Joyce comes so stinking late.
Ah, I know.
Yeah. Yes, but I have to be consistent. Tonight, we are going over to Best Buy because I am stranded without any.
Okay, we're going to Best Buy.
And we'll get dinner while we're out.
We'll get dinner while we're out.
Yep.
All right. Maybe stop off and get, I don't know, try to get some shelving units.
Okay, fine.
Or get the brackets.
Might be a better idea.
Yeah, because I want to do it that way.
Yeah.
Problem is, I just buy some cheap plywood. Andrew McDonald, Justin Show winner. Oh, right. I already watched that video.
Yeah.
You're a little late on that notice, Facebook.
No, but we're happy for them. Yeah, hi and bye, Stuart.
But, yeah, it was,
I
it
need to
just,
bring my rolly cart home
yeah.
for the stuff I brought home. None of it's too serious, just...
See, now I've got all these classic trainings. I
I ran
gotta
up
get
back
it
to my room twice. I would have been home 30 minutes earlier if I didn't have to.
Oh, we have to have a talk,
You do?
and I want to do it in public.
Ruh-roh. Where
Okay.
I can't say no. This is his... I know what he's doing.
No, I want
here.
witnesses in case I get killed. Where? Oh, here it is. Okay. Not here. Not now, Miss Cockett.
Butt in my face. Alright, you have a trade in your hands.
No, that was funny.
You have a steam
One
trade in
of
your
my
hands.
happiest memories, and I'm sorry if it defeats things, but one of my happiest memories was when we got to meet Peter Dixon from Torden Road. One of the things as we were talking, he said, when are we going to get another Matt Clark series? Somebody wants another Matt Clark series? Woo!
Oh,
Wow.
yes. That was the absolute right thing to say to Anthony. I am a fan.
Okay. See this beautiful locomotive?
I do.
Beautiful steamer.
It's lovely.
This is one that would pull the Orient Express.
I see.
And I showed this to you and said, isn't that a beautiful loco? And you said
I
yes.
did say it was a
Earlier I did.
beautiful loco,
And I
yeah.
said, okay, I think I can make this 3-rail. Because there's room here to do it. Those people, and by those people, I mean people like Jean Ricard, Ray Bobel, and I think Raymond Legs and even Ifo all said, I can't make it 3-rail.
Don't do
That
it.
there's no, well, there's,
Oh, okay.
first of all, I'd be ruining it, which I think is just silly. But they also said there's just no way to do it, that there's no room in the motor to make it digital, and that the motor might.
Interesting.
So they said if I needed, if this is their words, not mine, that I should just buy the new one Märklin released.
Tequila, baby.
I have no idea, but it's a fancy steamer. It ain't cheap.
Nope.
So unfortunately, that plan is out the window. I need that running on my layout. They're like, oh, just run it down there. No. I need that Orient Express running across here.
Jean's still defending his thing. No, you are not going to convert that.
Oh, did he? See? Well, no. Now, Jean, we got to work on the other
Randall.
part. I've already conceded. EPO concluded. Raymond Legs confirmed. And even Ray Bobel said no. So you win. You win the argument. You're still a hater, but you win the
I
argument.
guess I want to see how much it costs. Wie viele in Deutsch is how much?
Oh, season 3 is going to return.
Yep, good. Well, Newen, 37 years.
Exactly, Clive.
37 years.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Who's your favorite YouTuber you met?
Oh, I can't. You.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, I can't. I can't possibly say who was my favorite.
Must depart now.
I also can't say who was
All
my
right,
least
Sir
favorite,
Charlie, thank you
so-
for hopping in. Yes, yeah, we caught that. Yeah. But see,
Yeah,
anyhow,
okay.
what we're doing now,
Anyway,
John,
don't
is
argue
we're
it.
trying
He's
to
conceded the
we're
bullet,
trying
the
to
point.
work out
All right,
getting
Paulie,
a
take
new
care.
locomotive. Do you understand, Jean Ricard? We are trying to get a new locomotive.
Could it be Christmas?
Sure, it could be Christmas.
I just hope it's not 4 digits. And I know they can be.
No, it's not. No, not 4 digits.
Okay.
So the least you could do now, John, is since you screwed my plans, you can at least make this an even better plan.
Be careful on the departs. Take care, man.
Who's taking on now? Oh, okay.
I am.
So Eric.
Yeah.
Eric is taking
Enjoyed your video with your little one. He's a cutie.
Yes, I know. Trust me. Since I put the videos up with each unboxing, I'm getting emails with people asking me how much.
Yeah.
I have gotten emails asking me if I would sell.
Yeah. Have to work this off. The video might be you go to another school district and sub for a few days and earn it back.
What's that? Oh. I am not going back to work.
I don't
At
know.
least as a teacher. Put them to work on the street corner. I would make a lot of money because people would pay me not to.
He could sing too.
Yeah, I'd start singing. I would just keep singing and force them to pay me to stop. Except they'd probably just call the cops and I'd get arrested for being a public nuisance. And then she'd have to bail me out and that would be the money to buy the train.
Yeah. You're right. Wait a minute. What's the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
one for?
Tom,
Oh,
tell Joyce how much you paid for that UF241 you just bought. Tell Joyce how much.
I'm scared.
The new Märklin one. Oh no, you bought the UF one, that's right.
So yeah, he's DCC with sound, but 2 rail.
Maddox Maniac? Who the heck is Maddox
I
Maniac?
have no idea.
Is it a former student?
Could be. With green hair. Oh, Brandon Bialy's dad was at the Fun Walk.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
What?
Oh, I'll have to tell you later.
Oh, not
Oh,
good
golly,
shape,
it
huh?
was rough.
Oh, don't say it on air then.
You guys are, well, I mean, not personal. Just,
Yeah, right. No, I'm just saying.
It was nice chatting with him.
Yeah, he was always a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just had some hard times.
So, yeah. Yeah, well, Brandon had some hard times. too.
Yes,
yeah,
Brandon had some hard times.
Yeah, I've kept up on that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not all.
So,
You guys travel to Germany still? You betcha.
without students, though.
Yeah. I explained that too.
Oh, I mean, that was 12 years ago we took his son.
Yeah, I know. I said 10
I
when I,
think
was
you just said it.
describing it, but
Yeah.
that was really just a, that was just an estimation.
Yeah, but Raymond, that's your model trains. That's always more expensive.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Anthony has his dealer.
You know my dealer.
Yeah, everybody knows his dealer. He's not quiet about it. Why is it red on yours and not on mine?
What?
And
Why is-
Anthony Dodge. Red. Because it's yours. Obviously, it's your channel, but it just felt weird.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, where it's highlighted?
$128? Oh, so you got it used.
Yeah, but DC.
Yeah, I know.
See, I need AC.
Yeah, I got
digital.
that. Did you look on eBay?
Oh, heavens no.
Most of what you bought on eBay's been okay.
Yeah, but for example, the London, I found a spare car for that, but it was like $58 plus 15 to ship it. 63
Well,
bucks for one car.
You have a connection
Yeah, but
in the UK that can buy stuff for you and
but
ship it.
it still costs that much to ship it.
I would assume so. I don't
So
know.
it's so I can buy it and have it shipped myself. That's not an issue. It's the price.
Well, yeah, you could click that link and see how much it's
All
going
right.
for them.
Let's see, 390. But is that 3-rail? DCC digital with sound. Tom, is that 3-rail or is it still 2-rail?
Oh, I
In other
assume
words,
he just said it was 2-rail.
no, he's doing the next one.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe not.
I don't know, man.
Find older
I'm
Joe
just trying to figure this out.
under 150. So Tom said no, 2-rail. Why would he get a 3-rail?
What?
Does he have a 3-rail line?
Yeah, he's got a 2-rail line.
Yeah, okay, so he wouldn't get 3-rail.
Right,
Right?
right.
Right?
We're all on the same page now.
I believe so.
Good. Well, boy, has it been tough getting there.
What page is that? Sorry.
We're all on the same page, but we don't know what page it is. Or what book it's in. Or what language the page is written in. But we're all on the same page. Alright, so let's go with
He's the manufacturer.
passenger cars. Where is it? Steam locomotives. Are you kidding? All the stuff I came home with, alcohol, metal parts everywhere in every bag, all kinds of food and candies, and nobody cared.
Cookies and candy. We didn't have, or biscuits and candy if you'd rather. We did not have any, anything they didn't like. Yeah, 90 euros. Floyd says.
Yeah. Oh, I because of how much I travel
Slow, slow,
overseas,
slow.
I've got the exchange rate.
Yeah.
This is gonna take too long. Stupid
It
phone
is
work.
taking a
Come
long
on,
time.
phone work. We'll just have to go the old-fashioned way. Oh, sure. Now you come on. BR78. Yeah, don't need that. BR064. There it is. Oh, but that's the new era. Yeah. The Märklin 141. Now, how much would I get it for?
I don't like the idea that you spend all this money with her, and then you're just going to turn around and buy replacements because you can't put it on your
No,
three-wheel.
it was just that one.
Sure it is. And he needs things to match it and blah, blah, blah.
No. We're it's okay, honey. It's okay. All right, so I can get it for about $556 plus shipping.
All right, order and it's Christmas.
What?
Order it and it's Christmas.
Order it and it's Christmas?
Yep. Make you wait that long.
Who are you and where is my real wife?
Why?
Because I'd like to keep the trade.
Tired. You're taking advantage of me.
but I would actually get it even a little cheaper than that because that is on
Yeah.
the main page and not on my club page.
Not on your club, right. Yeah, I get it.
Phew. Cat stink down here. Please sign in. I was going to. Let's see how much I get it cheaper here. What's the model number? The model number is 38141. But that's only a one. This is only a 141. I want the 241. 38141. Enter.
Well, the 241. What's the difference?
Wheels.
Oh,
See, the one I have here, back here,
yeah.
it has 2 wheels up here. So no, whenever you hear with steam locomotives, you hear like a 464,
Yeah.
it's grouping of windows, wheels. So like 4, 6, 4. So this is a 1, 4, 1 because it's 1,
Yeah.
4, 1. It's how many per axle or drive or however you want it. Not per axle, but
Good golly,
per
that looks
truck.
more expensive.
Okay, so how much will they charge me for it since I'm in the club? Oh, yep. So 500, yeah, 555.
Oh, she just said 519. What happened?
No, that was euros.
Ah, now I'm with you. Okay.
All right, good night, Timber Sir. Thank you for all
Hey,
you've done.
Timber
Thank
Sir.
you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
A gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah. And my
What do you mean
ways.
she's onto my game already? She just conceded like, I'll buy it into a Christmas present. No, the problem is I don't want to buy it now because I have other things actually coming in. Plus I have a certain trip for 2 people to Germany. You and one of my 2 wives.
That's your new loco down there?
I am running the new Mallard down there, courtesy of Hot Dog Pilot Andy.
Yeah.
And the new Scotrail, courtesy of you and me.
Oh, nice.
It was pulling some cars, but now it's
Oh.
running by itself because the ones kept uncoupling, bastards.
Push them away.
Locomotiva Vapor.
Oh, yeah, I'm starting to fade.
So the
Hey.
Märklin 141 is actually a great deal. I don't know, $555. All right, Floyd, you have a great dinner. Thank you for joining
Floyd.
us on our
Yeah.
little live stream visit.
Yeah, hopefully you liked it. Got a closing
Now,
down sale.
if somebody finds a older Märklin or 3-rail version cheaper, I mean, I could look at it, look it up, but if you find a link on eBay, if somebody wants to help me shop, and find it cheaper, as long as it's 3-rail, it's got to be AC digital, it's got to be 3-rail digital. Otherwise, I can't run it, or I'd have to make it digital.
Well, we put it on the bottom.
No, we already got one to put on the bottom. I can put it on the bottom right now and let it run.
Gotcha.
It'll work down there.
Yeah.
I want it working up here. All those other guys, I'm not that worried about.
Here's the Märklin 241. It's $1,000.
All right, there is a white, yellow, and black locomotive behind you. Just watch your feet on the. It's on the table right there. That one.
It's got some girth to it.
Yeah, this got some weight to it. This is the other one I would like to make AC digital.
Has everybody told you no?
This is a Lima, and the problem is, because of the way this is done, it's impossible.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're basically telling me this is one I already looked at, said I would like it, but I just don't see how it could happen.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
could put him down there and let him run for a bit,
you could.
but he's going to go on display. Because I don't think I talked about that. Thank you, madame.
Of
Oops.
course.
Oops. I don't know if Herb's still watching. If he is, Joyce and I were talking. If you look that way, over there, you see where the Lower Saxony flag is. That wall, the flag is coming down, and some of those boxes, they're on top of a credenza. I'm going to put in a bunch of shelves, and that's where your collection is going, Herb. Your collection will go up on the shelves on that wall over there. the stuff that I'm not going to use practically. So some of these 2-rail trains that I could run down here and will run at times, but I should be able to put a few shelves up there, and I'll just put your trains up there on display, and some of the really cool cars. Some of the cars I did put in with other stuff, but some of these, like the Lufthansa Express.
All right, thanks. Attila, if you can find it, you can bring it with you when you come for Gets. Or not Gets, for, what's the East Coast one? Show.
Oh, Amherst.
Amherst, that's it.
Lima Super Traction.
Impossible is interchangeable with improbable. He lives by that motto. Yeah, it's really a Nova, but it's not. So,
Yeah, well, that's why I'm saying that. That just makes it impossible to do it.
yeah.
But I still
I
have,
know.
I
Other than
have
that-
a very nice steam locomotive coming already. I mean, waiting for it to arrive. And I have the, what is it, the Desero? The Baden-Württemberg Desero. And that's a $500, because that's going to be, you know, if it comes before Christmas. So I can't buy another locomotive
Okay.
right now
Okay.
with that stuff coming in.
Good.
Don't you raise your voice at me, young lady. I may be a retired
Just
from
stop it.
teaching, but I don't have to take that from anybody.
Put that away.
Remember, I'm 6'3"
Remember,
and more.
I know how to swing a bat.
So do I. And who taught me?
I did.
Don't you put your hand in my face.
I am. You're threatening me.
No, I'm
That's why your
promising
life
you.
has been full of explosions. Hi, British Railway enthusiasts.
Welcome, welcome, British Railways enthusiasts. We do have some British Railways on the floor, which you can see in
We
the
do.
middle picture right here.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm running a Scotrail 68 all by itself, which I just bought at Getz, because my wife and I crazily hopped on a plane Thursday night here,
Right.
arrived in the UK Friday morning. We're at Getz Friday night, went to Warley in the morning, Saturday morning, went to Getz Saturday afternoon, and then we're at Getz on Sunday. So we did Warley, Getz.
Yep. We closed the bar Saturday night.
So this is the new Mallard, because I took the old one to a chap named Andy who said he was going to fix it, and instead he just said, here's a new one.
Yeah, screw it. It won't work. Here's a new one. That was very nice of him. Thank you, Andy.
It's becoming a spanking fetish stream. Who says it wasn't to begin with?
Right.
Who says it's becoming? A spanking, there's gonna be a spanking. Not now, Ms. Toggett.
Come on, the night. Who says me? Let's fess up.
Yeah, that's who we gotta find out. Who was the knight who says me? Was it Andy? Was it Paul Harris? Was it somebody else?
Wasn't a cure scale, was it?
Oh no, Randall, you got competition. I can do that. Just to ask Joyce about the remote in bed each night. Now, what remote? I
good
didn't
Lord.
say. The TV remote.
You see
I
nothing.
set that thing down
Thanks
and it
for looking,
disappears.
Angela.
We have to get up, throw the blankets out. Where the hell did it go this time? I'm sorry, I'm old school. I love the big remotes, and you didn't lose them. Now they're all like, I mean, look at this stupid little thing. That's your.
Does it help that everything's black in the room near it? Check back
Not
on the
everything.
live streams. Andy's?
No worries. Check back on the live stream.
Nick said sold your old one for 400 pounds. Oh, he said he sold the old one. Needs a little work.
If he did,
Yeah.
good on him.
Heck yeah.
But dumbass for the one who paid that much.
Yeah.
For the knight who says knee. You know too much about this, Andy. You know
Yeah, I
too much
know.
about
You
this.
spelled it right and everything. Oh, golly.
A shrubbery. And then a second shrubbery with a nice two-layer effect. And then cut a tree down with this heavy.
Oh, that only down to 56%. What the heck?
You
What's
were
a
the
busy
phone.
day?
You were the watch.
Watch.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably below 56%.
Uh-oh. Well, I
Yeah,
have to carry you
all
out
right.
here.
That was nice of you to look.
Thank you for checking.
That's
I'll
all.
be on eBay later today to see if
Yeah,
I can
he'll
find
see.
something cheaper. The
Well,
Aussie dealer is sold out. Yeah, I don't have any more of those, but I still got some kilos of cocaine I can sell you, man.
this isn't the one you took us to, is it? I hope it isn't.
Look at that little dude go. Isn't he cute?
He is cute. Chug, 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 chug.
Well, I've got him slow.
Absolutely
I'll
cute.
speed him up a bit. I gotta get the smoky in.
Absolutely cute.
Because that's the other thing. I need to buy a bunch of decoders and like 2 or 3 different smoke units.
Well, when these things come in,
What?
you can just add little parts to it.
Yeah, when these things come in. These
You'll
decoders are
look
like 30
guilty.
bucks each. Or 40 bucks each. You only look guilty.
Oh, good grief.
Oh,
That's
West Wales
awful.
Beach. Well, I like to go to the East Wales beaches.
Yeah. No kidding. Oh, look at all these beer cars. Your beer, tankers. It's a cool looking train.
And just remember, if you're going to a train exhibition or show that has a YouTube meetup, take business cards.
Yeah, I guess that's the next thing now, huh? You can print those at home now, can't you?
The CMX,
We haven't
oh, what
used-
has it gone up to? Last I knew it was about the equivalent, well, it'd be equivalent of about 160 pounds. So 140 to 150 pounds on sale.
Yeah,
They're usually
everything's
about
gone up.
160.
220.
Wow, 220 pounds.
New one said
Oh!
210, so apparently he's got a better dealer.
Clive will find, no, Clive won't pay that much. Clive will find somebody that has it for 100 pounds.
Right.
It'll come in a beat up box, but he'll get
That's
it.
fine. Okay. All right, Tom. Thanks for coming in. Dad.
All right, take care, Tom. Good night. We are slowly winding down. We went from a high of 65 at one point, all the way down to, now we're down to 35.
That's amazing.
Yorkshire War Cry. How much?
Yeah.
Yes, smoke units. I got like 2 different ones I have to buy. But it's all right. There's nobody can get them cheaper than I can
You
get
can,
them.
yeah. Yeah.
Except for an actual Märklin
Yeah.
shop.
It's always humbling, Alan, when you really go back and try to find out exactly how many years ago that was.
Now, last time I priced the CMX, it was 169 American dollars, which is about 125 to 130 pounds.
Yeah, I started that a couple of years ago. I remember doing this. It was so good.
What do you think
And
of the Italian train?
somebody come back. Yeah, that looks sweet. Cucette.
Cucette.
Yeah,
Cucette.
that looks great. Yeah, this looks very different today. Good thing you have the Railjet and the ICE3.
I'm just hoping the
Just,
ICE3 forgives
balance
me
it out.
for sending it away.
Yeah,
I just won't run the ICE1 that I traded it for at the same time. There might be... Keep them far away from each other, because they traded me for you, you bastard.
yeah. Yeah. And now it was, yeah, so somebody who knew came back and she said, Joyce, that was 22 years ago. I'm like, no way. So now I'm embracing it. I'm one of the gray hairs without the gray hair.
At least you have the hair to be gray or
So
not
that,
gray.
that young, I don't think she's that young. She's just new to us. Counselor, I'll get my grades in. Don't you worry. Come on, you're 33. I'll get my grades done.
See, our counselors know we're not going to put the grades into the last second. Actually, I always had mine in way ahead of time. But they know the vast majority of teachers are going to 4 o'clock deadline. They're hitting enter at 4:01.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't usually wait till the...
And you know what already I'm
Last day.
freaking out about?
What's that?
What am I going to run next week?
You have a lot of choices now.
I have a lot of choices.
You could just do countries.
Oh yeah, we Jean and I have already
German and not
discussed
German.
that one. Jean and I have already discussed that one. I could do with the Flying Scotsman. I could do Great Britain or UK or whatever they call themselves this week. No, I know the difference. I could run all 6 lanes and I have a German train on. It would be UK. If I can get the Orient Express going, that would be French. UK, French, Czech, right? Czech,
All right, you see,
Austrian, Italian, and United States.
Okay. Yeah, why not? Ping. Somebody's sending you a link. Oh, I already said he was going to. Send a link. See if there's anything you want me to say.
When I said send me a link, I
Attila,
wasn't talking
Attila.
sausage.
Attila.
Yeah, but Jean, you've got to convert it. That's one of the ones I don't keep up on. I forget what the divide by 7. Yeah, I think it's still cheaper from Lipa. All right, let me go to my 4583. 4583, right? 4583. So here we go. Let's go to my international banking system.
He's got everything on that phone. Except a good battery.
Okay, so we go here. Bing, bing. No, here. Bing, 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 bing. 4583. Yeah, that's way more expensive. Lipa's got it in stock too. Lipa's got it in stock right now for about $120 cheaper than that, Jean. Thank you, but nope, you Danes are too expensive. I thought Danes were cheapskates like the Scots. Jean, if you can type to me here, you can type to me there.
He's not sharing.
But thank you for looking. Thank you, my dear abused friend who's being picked on too much today.
Oh my.
Though you've deserved it.
Did he call you?
He was a hater. He's just been being a hater.
Alright.
No matter what I do, he's being a hater. I called him for help. He gives me some help, and he therefore thinks that privileges him to then just hate on all my dreams. Don't you dare try to convert that. Don't you dare. This is what I think you should be doing with that.
And he has an opinion about that.
I do read in the chat if it's something worth noting.
That's brutal.
So many trains and nothing. Oh, I didn't say nothing to run. I said hard to decide.
Which to run.
So much to
Yeah.
run. Are you kidding? I can run.
It's the Riddler laugh.
I could run ICEs doubled on every lane and still have everything filled. I've got so many ICEs, it's freezing down here.
The modern version of the Orient Express using an electric engine.
Oh, heavens no. Some things should not be done. I'm not reading that, John. I'm not reading it now.
It's not coming up on your computer.
No, it's not. Because it's private chat. It's messenger and chat.
Well, I know. We don't have it on
I have
this
to look
computer.
just to see. Exactly. I'm saying you're not worth nothing, which means you're worth something.
Indeed. John, you know we love you.
You got a double negative in there. So, now you are saying I'm not worth nothing. Exactly. I'm saying you're not worth nothing.
That means you're worth something.
That means you're worth something.
Right. Ah, that's cool looking.
What is cool looking?
All the beer wagons.
Yeah, I know. They're so
That's
cool.
rotten.
The beer train,
Take a spot.
the beer train, and that little Bavarian cutie pie. The Bavarian Herb Express.
Ah, a drink on wheels, yeah.
That's a lot of drinks on wheels.
Sure is. Yeah, this is sharp looking.
What was the best beer you had over the weekend? You like that Camden Lager?
It was all right. You know
Well, I wasn't saying it was the best beer
I
you ever.
yeah, I
It
wouldn't say I loved it, but yeah, it was all right.
was all right.
I liked it better the first day when I was sleepier.
When I was awake to tell the difference, it wasn't so good. Jean Ricard, okay, so I'm back again. See, look, I read it. You typed it in there, Jean, and I read it. Oh, it's, you know, oh, and doubly special, where is it? I think it's on the other side. One of the things I didn't think about when I first traded that IC3 away is remember Uli's on that train.
Oh, Uli came back.
So Uli's back, our
That's
friend
good.
Uli. There is a figure reading a newspaper in the passenger cars.
Yeah.
Is he on this side? I'd have to, the lights are on.
Oh, I think he's in the front car.
He should be on one of the two end cars, yeah. We found a figure in a box of Prizer figures I bought, sitting, a seated figure, reading a newspaper, wearing a checkered shirt. More like a plaid shirt, you know, but, and even when we got it,
Can't tell.
it looked like my friend Uli. Now, I got into trains at the end of 2015. Uli died in 2013. Uli was the other teacher when, in 2003, well, we started talking to each other in 2002, and then 2003, as we did the exchange program, he was the German teacher. He was the German teacher equivalent of me. He was a German teaching English. I was an American teaching German. And so we were exchanging our students. So it was my students and his students. And then we worked out all the details.
Yeah.
And I escorted, he lived with us when he was here. And I escorted him and his students around when they were over here. He escorted me and my
sick.
students around over there. Very good friendship. He passed away from throat cancer in 2013. But I have a little figure of him sitting on that train, so Uli is back.
That should look familiar.
And
That's a
did
lot-
I see which, do we have Jeff Hammond is here. Nice to see you again, Jeff. That was also one that was kind of, I shouldn't say kind of, it was funny. Because I recognized him, but when Joyce and I first came down on, I think it was Friday night, and a lot of the YouTubers were in the bar at the hotel, Jeff came over and he's just staring at me.
Bye, Ellen.
All right, Alan Reynolds, we will see you somewhere on
Yeah.
some chat or stream. But, yeah,
Ellen out.
it was just funny because Jeff was staring at me, and then he's like, "It's Anthony Dodge." And I'm
Right.
like- I was like, "Oh, yeah, hey, Jeff, how are you?" But yeah, it's about that time, sadly. Sadly about that time. But, oh my God, we met so many wonderful people. We're
Yeah,
actually
just
going to
looked at
do sort of a video where we talk more about it.
Yeah.
Just sort of our
Okay.
reactions.
Sure.
Probably post it on Joyce's channel.
Why? Give me content. Huh?
Give you content. Because you're an attention hoe.
The best beer in that beer train is the second car from Locomotive, and it's in France. It's from France. Are there trains on here? I don't.
Wait, is the who, what, where? I'd have to look at the beer train now and see which one.
Yeah. I don't see it.
None of
There it
those are
is.
the best beers, although it's all good beers on there. There's a Bordeaux wine car on there as well.
Limos gathering at the stage door. Yeah, I'm glad.
Whoops,
I really thought it
shouldn't
was
have
fun
done
too.
that, but okay.
I think you have to look back up, don't you? You turn it off?
Well, I do it from here, and then I'll go. I can still access it the other way.
Okay.
And we will shut these two guys off for now.
Yes, yeah, I don't have that job anymore.
You lost your job.
lost
You've
my
been made
job.
redundant. All right. Well, anyhow, it's 2 minutes early, but we do have some running we want to go do.
You may have to prop me up.
Wow. I want to. Well, if you need to run now, we need to run now then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was between all the herb stuff and the weekend at Warley Gets Warley, Get Twirly, whatever it was.
Gets Warley, yeah.
Yeah, France and beer on the side. I agree, Mick. I agree. But then again, I thought that way about Italian,
thought that way
Italy,
about
and then I
Italian,
got an
and-
Italian beer. I brought a couple of them home.
Right.
I found
good job.
because I had it in the UK. You can't get it in America, but you can get it in the UK. So I brought some home.
Yeah.
And then I got some of the Alan Reynolds specials, the old speckled hen, right? Old speckled hen ale, and whatever the other one is, I forget now. But those are the ones he tends to have. Well, I want to thank all of you guys. The only reason it's a great stream is because you guys come in and
Right.
make it happen and chat.
it fun.
Yeah. I mean,
Give Anthony something to respond to, yeah.
I'd be here running my trains, but it's nicer that people come and watch and chat and give us the memories and all that. So Dino, Andy, special love to you guys, Christopher, Alan, all Allens and Andys. I'll just name Graham. You were so special to us there.
Yeah.
We really appreciated it, and just Mick and Pete and Clive, you three guys were a blast to get kicked out of a bar with.
Yep, absolutely.
And
It was only midnight.
It's very special, and it's sad it's over, and you don't want to be morose and say, for us it may never happen again. We may see some of you somewhere. We are coming to the UK in 2026. We are going to be at York, and we're going to try to set up a York get together to invite you guys.
Yeah.
But again, how many of you can make it? We don't know, but
Yeah.
we'll
Try
set
to
it
do
up
a
and give
Saturday or Sunday.
you
yeah.
as advanced notice as we can,
Right.
so that it's
More doable. Yeah.
more accessible. And we'll try to do it on a weekend where that will
Troy Montes is drinkable.
is drinkable. Yeah. So well, it's a year and a half till UK. 6 months. Well, 8 months from now, we'll be off to Germany again.
Yep.
Which I'm looking forward to. I always love
Yeah.
going to Germany, of course.
Absolutely.
But it's hard to believe
It's not
a
full of
week ago.
YouTubers.
It's hard to believe it was already a week ago that I was sitting
Wow, it's
at the Red Bar,
Red
at
Dot Bar.
Red Dot Bar in Milton Keynes doing a live stream, and now I'm back home with. I can't even say with my train. I mean, it is with my trains, but it's all these trains from Herb. It was interesting to run so many trains that
Yeah.
really have never run on my layout
Yeah, they
before.
look very different.
It looks very different.
Not modern.
And one that's running on my layout for the first time in over 2 years, or however
Right.
long it's been. Okay.
All right.
So, on that note, on behalf of the amazing Joyce and myself, we're going to say, Matt, did we just? Yes, Dan, we just blew up another train.
Hit the like button, gentlemen.
And after that, we'll say, Auf Wiedersehen
Choose.
and happy trains. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Take care.